What's up, everybody? Thursday coming at you, and we're back in true Thursday form. Many will remember Thursdays used to be lore stream day, and we're going back to that because, unfortunately, this Saturday I can't do one. So we're going to do it Thursday instead, but it's going to be hype. And we're going to do a recap as well because yesterday was, oh mama, yesterday was fun. I woke up and checked Twitter and like, whoa, some stuff happened, huh? King Jad is here, and I have, here's a spoiler for the recap. Oh, I have a screenshot from you, sir. I went through that. I just got everything ready to show you the recap for that as well. So we got to be finished by 1 p.m. That's the lock, okay? So we have 4 items to go through, and then we'll start the recap. And we're going to start with the wing side of things first. Because the wing stream was the funniest. And most of the action was in the chat, actually, which was annoying because I had like 1,000 screenshots. Wings didn't really mention it that much. I mean, Wings mentioned DSP, I think, 5 times in the 3-hour stream. But the chat was pumping. So it was hype. So we'll get there. But we're going to do lore stream to warm us up. And then we're going to be fully lubed up. And we're going to stuff it in. And that's going to be at 1 p.m. Nibbity says 80 tabs open. I have 111 right now. Okay, that's a 111 style tab opening extravaganza. So it's going to be fun, all right? It's going to be fun. That'd be a fun bet is how many tabs do I have open. But anyways, let's get to it. We're going to start now because we have to start now. And today, the theme of today is Detractor memes. Now, basically everything's a Detractor meme, right? That is true. But the goal here was things that DSP kind of made into Detractor memes because they already were memes for us, but DSP makes them memes when he talks about them again, and again, and then it solidifies itself as a Detractor meme. So, for example, we're going to talk today about Handcart. If DSP just said, yeah, I have a Handcart, it wouldn't be a Detractor meme. But DSP kept talking about Handcart. So then it becomes a Detractor meme, and that's why we're going to cover that today, okay? There's the coffee maker, right? The coffee maker. If he just said, yeah, I got a coffee maker, it's fine. But he kept talking about it and denying how much it cost and even going extreme and saying it costs $500, even though it didn't. But he would say, yeah, the detractors are saying it costs like $1,000, and they kept bringing it up. That's what makes it a meme. Now, on that point, though, I do have to... yeah, don't do that. That's a classic one. Oh, that sound. But what we're going to do today, we're going to start with one that... honestly, it doesn't really count for our purposes here, but a lot of people requested it, so I want to do what people request. But this is the Ottoman. So I thought, I was confused as well because I thought the Ottoman was something that DSP definitely turned into a Detractor meme. But after looking into it, it doesn't. He doesn't really ever say, yeah, detractors are talking about this Ottoman. There's none of that. So really, it shouldn't, the Ottoman Basecamp is a true Detractor created meme. So it shouldn't count, kind of, but we're going to roll with it because people have suggested it. But we're going to start with that one because I think this is the least hype, personally. So let's start with least hype and we'll work our way up to most hype, which in my opinion is kind of the coffee maker, but we'll see. Okay, first up, big ups, Nibbity. Let's go. Let's get it started on a good note, maybe homosexual note. You never know. Well, that's fine. We got to fight through this. We'll fight through this. No problem. Big ups, Nibbity. We'll fight through this together. Sergeant Fambro says, welcome home is now officially over, and I agree. I do agree. I'm ready for the funeral now. Like I said yesterday, I want some acknowledgement from DSP, kind of more, to get that final funeral. But we'll get to that in the recap. Recap's going to be hype. Okay, so we're going to go back in time, obviously, to 2012, okay? And this is the first mention of any kind of Ottoman. Now, I won't include all the mentions of different Ottomans because this is not the Ottoman in question. But for, completionist sake, I did show some of the non-Detractor meme Ottomans as well, just to get a feel for it, but I didn't include them all. There's 1,000 mentions of Ottomans. So this is the first mention of an Ottoman ever in 2012, okay?
An outdoor temperature reader that I'm going to give as a present to my parents at one point. This is a bunch.
Okay, so this is a hand-me-down present for mommy. So now we get the full cost of that. The Celestron, because that was something he bought at Sharper Image. It was an outdoor, for someone that leaves their house once a week or only to get fast food at this point. He bought this at Sharper Image. It's an outdoor. Now we can get a real price on this. This is when he was just spending money hand over fist. Here we go.
Moved out of Connecticut, moved away last year, or it might have been 2 years ago now, damn. This is actually an outdoor temperature reader that I'm going to give as a present to my parents at one point. This is a bunch of throw pillows and stuff that at one point was on the couch and somehow found its way over to my Ottoman, which is a storage Ottoman full of joysticks.
There we go. So that actually is the Ottoman in question. Excuse me. This is the Ottoman that will take the cross-country trek to one day become a Basecamp Ottoman. This is the start of its journey. Remember this, because we will follow this across time and space. That is it.
On the couch and somehow found its way over to my Ottoman, which is a storage Ottoman full of joysticks. Speaking of joysticks, here's some more. And actually below those joysticks, I shit you not, is a box of joystick parts, decals, artwork, and actually 2 Mad Catz joysticks for the Nintendo Wii. Those
Don't care. Gotta move on. Okay. And another mention of the Ottoman.
Much better. All right, what we're going to do is have 2 setups. I'm going to be playing here on my couch and my TV. John Rambo's going to be right here on this Ottoman and sitting in this chair. He's going to have a separate monitor and his Xbox 360. We're both going to be hooked up to the internet.
Oh, John Rambo's ass graced that Ottoman.
Playing Dead Island Riptide. We are also going to be live streaming, and we will also be direct capturing. So for the first time ever, John's going to be on a separate setup with headphones plugged into this monitor, so he has his own audio, and he'll have an Xbox Live headset as well.
Okay.
I'll be over here with my gaming headset, which actually has a microphone I can attach, so I'll be doing chat through there. And we're going to have our friend Grog joining us over the internet. If he lives in the Chicago area, and we're going to be doing a 3-player playthrough of Dead Island Riptide. Incidentally, I have the strategy guide right there if we get stuck at any point.
So I didn't know about Grog. Grog was a new name for me, which is always rare to see a new name. I did ask Doomer Ziggy about Grog, and Grog was someone that was in SRK, I believe. Let me make sure. I don't want to speak for him here, but Grog didn't do much. He did some other playthroughs on his own channel. But he knew Rambo more. Grog was an SRK guy, close to Chicago. Oh, he did go to Chicago with DSP and Rambo. He met him there. So there you go. And he was more friends with Rambo than DSP. That's the Grog lore for you, in case you wanted to know that. He's not active on anything anymore. Okay, so next, oh God, calm yourselves, everybody. Calm yourselves. Oh God, I gotta cover it. Hold on, you guys gotta flip out. Hang on, okay. Here we go. Let's cover this. Okay. So next up, the next mention of an Ottoman is actually not an Ottoman at all. Not DSP's Ottoman at all. It is just the SGC 2013 Ottoman mention. Here we go.
Hook up whatever you want to this TV and watch it on there. Over here, you've got a secondary area with another light on the wall. An Ottoman to sit on. Obviously, waters, nice $4.50 bottled waters. A ice box to put your ice in. Okay.
Show them the shade.
I will. We'll get to that. Here we got the.
Hey, calm down, bitch.
Put your ice in. Okay.
Show them the shade.
I will. We'll get to that.
I will. Calm down. Jesus. Calm down. I will. Okay. That doesn't even count. That was just for fun. All right, next up, we're going to talk about the real Ottoman, okay? We're back to the actual Ottoman at hand.
To do a condo tour, okay? Now, I'm going to be quite honest with everyone. My
Please.
condo is a fucking mess right now. It is a humongous mess. There's boxes of shit from equipment over here. There's an Ottoman with equipment on top of it over there. My back stretcher's up against the wall. Boxes and joysticks of shit against the wall over there. It's a huge mess. But at the same time, I got some really cool models and things up here that you guys haven't seen because I haven't done a channel update in so damn long, okay? So I think you'd actually like to see the new stuff that's shown up in the meantime. I've dramatically increased my Blu-ray collection to the point where I have nowhere to put them anymore.
I'm overstuffed. Frank's Museum of Gaming asked about the back stretcher. And yes, he did have a back stretcher that I think he admitted to only using once or twice. It was the kind of thing where you hook your ankles up and just hang there. You know, you hang upside down style one. The first comment on this says, I love how DSP points to something we can't see. He actually would never stop that, actually. But he did mention the Ottoman in question, as you heard. Let's go. Next up, we're still in Connecticut, if you can believe it.
With my aunts.
With my aunts.
In 2011, a luau.
Oh.
With my aunts.
With my aunts.
What I haven't shown you yet is this. This is my Ottoman. Inside of this Ottoman are stored various joysticks. I literally have like 4 or 5 joysticks inside of this Ottoman right here.
Oh God! Oh God!
Disgusting, I know.
Oh God!
From my fighting game days.
Fuck.
Some are from Xbox 360. Some are for
God.
the PlayStation 3. And I had multiple joysticks because multiple people would come over here and play. You've seen the videos. If you're a longtime fan of mine, you've seen the videos on Dark Side Phil, which is my original.
Anyways, that is the Ottoman in question there. This is pre-gout, Lemon Jello. Pre-gout. I didn't know that was going to happen. I don't watch these. I just get it to the timestamp and quit there. You think I'm crazy? Jesus. Velvet says, imagine the deep gin-fueled inhales of that Ottoman. Oh, John Rambo, your musk is intoxicated. Yeah, this officially, we now have confirmation that Rambo's cheeks have graced the leather here on this Ottoman. Maybe that's why he took it cross-country. He couldn't say bye for it. He couldn't say bye to that thing. This is has Rambo's essence. The pasta maker says, sweetie, children are best seen rather than heard. Got it, Waffle? All right, still in Connecticut somehow.
Phone sits right here on the table. Usually when John's here, I put it a little bit near the edge of the table. And the reason I do that is because to the side of me, I have a chair, a nice cushy brown chair in the corner here. We've got a large storage Ottoman on which John will put his console. He puts a separate monitor. The game, he'll put it in the console. We'll hook up that Xbox to the monitor, and then that Xbox will run to my modem, okay? And
just like yesterday, basically, explaining shit that no one gives a fuck about. Here's how our setup's gonna go, guys. Well, I have a desk, and on top of that desk, I have a monitor. Also on the desk, I put my mouse, okay? If you know what a mouse is, it allows you to move a cursor around the screen and click things. Also on my desk, I do have my cup, a mug. With my mug, you could put liquid inside there, and usually the liquid is used to drink things. If it's empty, you do want to take the mug downstairs and get a refill of the liquids. If you don't have enough liquids, you might get dehydrated, okay? Dehydration happens when your body doesn't get enough water. You might call it H2O if you want to get really scientific, but I don't want to get that deep into it. Okay, next up, still in Connecticut somehow.
Crap. It's incredibly...
Oh, we're leaving, though. We're leaving. Oh, look at these beautiful walls.
Side of the lighting. I did leave this computer desk because it's IKEA and it's a piece of crap. It's incredibly flimsy. It wobbles, and I knew it would not survive the move. A couple odds and ends that I left behind. As you can see, a lamp, an Ottoman, an old...
Oh, so this Ottoman is not the Ottoman in question.
A couple odds and ends that I left behind. As you can see, a lamp, an Ottoman.
This is the forgotten Ottoman. Okay, so pour one out for this guy. This Ottoman would not make the trek cross country, but he's not forgotten for us. This is the cuck chair Ottoman. Okay, this one did not make the trip. Okay, see ya, Ottoman. Gone but not forgotten. The Ottoman that got away. All right, that Ottoman didn't make the trip, but the Rambo one did. Here we go. And speaking of which, we are making... Yeah, well, King Be Cruel, he did leave this shit behind. But remember, not a few months later, his aunt would move in here. So she would get this beautiful Ottoman. So, I mean, that's a benefit, obviously. Here we go. Ooh, the rarest possible Detractor cosplay, the Forgotten Ottoman. Nice. See? You get some bonus points for the incredibly niche reference that would be. Nice. I don't know how you're going to pull that off, but people can pull off all sorts of shit these days. Okay, moving on. We have now transported ourselves to Washington, okay? And as you can see, our boy is here. Essence of John is here. It has made the trip.
Really the primary reason.
This is the first time it was showed in Washington.
I have the cable box in here to record WWE.
Well, yeah, you got that right. You can't forget that.
Because that's really the primary reason I have the cable box in here is to record WWE. On this side, we've got my dual monitor setup. That's right.
This is still his office right now, by the way. So right here is where he used to until, very recently, obviously, as you know. This was where his computer was, facing him over here, diagonally. That's why it was 1,000 feet away, because that's the one he used for OBS. Literally, that's what he did.
I'm going to eventually have a dual monitor set up with my PC. I don't know if I'll be able to do it initially, but we're going to see if I can do it eventually. I am getting a new PC regardless. Calm
down. Calm down.
So this is when I'm doing PC gaming, I'll be doing it over here on these monitors. When I am doing console gaming, I'll be doing it here. I actually bought a little mini desk that I can put next to me that'll have my laptop and everything, and I'll also have my storage Ottoman in here to put stuff on.
What's on the Ottoman? Oh, is that Dexter? Jesus, he's never stay still. Dexter and then CDRs, yeah. But that is the storage Ottoman, obviously, okay? That's just to put stuff on. That's the job of the Ottoman now. Next up, calm down, everybody.
Because I can't find it right now, so I'm probably going to have to get another one, or unless I find it in time, what I'm going to do, when I am doing serious playthroughs like this week, I'm going to be starting Transformers and Sniper Elite 3. What I may do is have that keyboard on this Ottoman right here. So I have this Ottoman pulled out.
I think I packed my wireless keyboard, but I'm not sure.
So that way I can just do the keyboard shortcuts to record and stop recording. So I'm set. I'm good to go. Starting tomorrow, I will be doing a stream. I'm not going to promise a time right now.
No, she's around 21 at this point, Tree Squeak.
Simply because
DSP's 32, she's 21 or 22.
What's going to happen with everything tomorrow? Who knows with this new house. But tomorrow, Saturday, July 5th, there will be a stream. More than likely, it will be in the afternoon-ish.
And I'm going to be packing.
No, you'll be unpacking.
Unpacking.
Because Leanna...
Well, I will be packing things into my office.
Yes, because today, when we're going to show you in a bit, Leanna focused on the living room and did an amazing job of taking out, sorting, organizing, and getting all of our Blu-rays together.
Ooh, she was a spicy one. Hear that?
Taking out, sorting, organizing, and getting all of our Blu-rays together. And you'll see. We'll show you in a second.
I found a DVD. I'm sorry. Did you already have that rack put away?
So anyway, over here I've got...
All right. Jesus.
Sorry, did you already have that rack put away?
So anyway...
Oh my God. Anyways. God. They just moved in together. This should be like the best time ever when you just move in with your significant other, right? It's a really fun time. They're already at the nagging each other mode, you know what I'm saying? Jesus.
Our Blu-rays together. And you'll see. We'll show you in a second.
I found a DVD. I'm sorry. Did you already have that rack put away?
So anyway.
All right.
Over here I've...
All right. Okay, next.
Case. Hopefully I'll be able to use the laptop wirelessly. I had problems with that in Connecticut too. I had to
God, this is like Leanna's showcase here.
The wire across the room in Connecticut as well. But right now, this is my setup. It's pretty bootleg. Now, when I'm doing other playthroughs...
Oh, yeah, someone asked, I saw, is that the window setup today? Yes, that is actually the windows. That's the windows he has to open and close the blinds for.
Meaning, like, not just Street Fighter, but other, you know, serious games. What I plan to do is take that Ottoman, pull it out, and have it next to me, and have the keyboard next to me at all times, so I can easily start and stop recording without having to get up and be at the PC, because eventually I am going to have either a love seat or part of a sectional right about here.
He would get a love seat for that section.
Where I'm going to be playing from.
And jerking it.
So right now, day one, it's a huge mess. I still have to figure out how to, you know, do certain things like, you know, tissues and drinks, where you're going to position them. I'll
Very important.
figure it out eventually, but this is the day one setup.
I'm going to figure out where I put my tissues and drinks. So that's a future problem, though. I'll solve that problem down the line, guys. I got to find a place for my tissues and drinks. Where's my tissues and drinks? Now, if you don't know what tissues are used for, they can be used for cleaning things, blowing your nose, wiping things down. You want to have those close to your desk. Now, you might be saying, what's a desk? Well, the bottom line is the desk is for putting things on. Sometimes desks can have cabinets, and cabinets are things you can open and put things into, okay? And the bottom line is I find that I always stuff the cabinets with too many things. So my desk right now doesn't have any cabinets. And if you can believe it, it has 0 storage space, okay? Funny enough, most desks do have cabinets, but mine don't, okay? That wasn't a bad one. It's hard to do that, though. It hurts my nose. BR Joe says, those ain't the dogs we want released. Okay. Well, I'm giving you dogs. You can't complain about the dogs. Pat Noticer says, he kept the Rambo one for the familiar John scent. Yeah. The Essence of John. That's the nickname I'm giving it right now, is the Essence of John. That's the best name for the Ottoman. And Big Dog says, not Pig Dog, Big Dog says, I would have loved to see young Phil unboxing his childhood toys to his female cousins at Christmas time. Oh, he would have been so happy. Unless they were the wrong kind or old, then he'd be complaining to his parents literally on Christmas morning. You know that. You know he was a kid that bitches at Christmas. I was hoping to get the other set, but thanks. This'll do. Waffle Bunny 123 says, DSP gasping for air like a fighter jet pilot. Well, he's walking around. I mean, come on. He's walking. Here we go.
Probably on my right-hand side right here on the love seat. Not the love seat. It's not what it's called. On the Ottoman.
Yeah.
And so I'll be able to stop and start recording with a shortcut on this keyboard tomorrow. So
okay.
Again, I don't want to promise you guys any time when I'm starting on Sunday, because it depends on when the furniture shows up, how long it takes for them to install it, all right? So stay tuned to Twitter, They call me DSP, for details on when I'll be starting my...
Stay tuned. Jeff Bozo says, Leanna was a gold digger who only left when it became obvious Phil wasn't going to marry her. I think the second part of that is true. I don't believe Leanna was a gold digger. She was a, let's call it, fame digger. Like, I don't think she was out for money, but she definitely was in a lot of YouTubers' Twitter. She talked to Review Tech USA a lot, actually, on Twitter. She just liked to talk to people that were, in the public space on YouTube, let's say. So I think that's what she was kind of into. She was also very young, and she just liked to see people on YouTube. And on Twitter, they can sometimes respond to you. So, you know what I mean? That's what I think she was into. And a lot of people are into that, right? Okay, Leanna's 30-something now, Zachary. 31, 32, 33, something like that. But yeah, she definitely was she liked to talk to people on Twitter, big YouTubers at the time, and DSP responded to her, and that, to some young people, that's a very hype thing. That's why a lot of people take advantage of that. If they're assholes, is people take advantage of girls liking to talk to famous people. And when I say famous, quotation marks, but you know what I mean. Anyways, here we go.
Put in my nightstand now that I'm thinking about it. Here's a fan. We actually turned this off for the first time since we've lived here because it was cool this morning. Yeah, I know. This is a storage ottoman. Not really. It's more of a bench. A storage bench. It's cool because when we wake up in the morning...
Okay, so this is I want to be very clear. This is a different ottoman. This is not the Essence of John. This is a newly bought Ottoman without the split, okay?
This is a storage Ottoman. Not really, it's more of a bench, a storage bench. It's cool because when you wake up in the morning, you sit down. That's where you sit down to get dressed. But inside of this, we've got, oh, we'll get rid of this Victoria's.
That's true, too. DSP definitely YouTube hyped her channel. Her channel was created before her reveal a month before, and DSP hyped it up and gave her a channel that did have, I mean, her channel was getting thousands of views for that sim shit, right?
Sit down, that's where you sit down to get dressed. But inside of this, we've got,
oh, what's inside?
Victoria's Secret bag. We've got all
Victoria's Secret bag.
kinds of winter stuff. Blankets. Remember when I showed you these custom blankets that were made by Quiltoni?
Those cost over $1,000.
Those are in there. In addition to that, other blankets.
That's the quilts, the quiltening.
And another custom blanket. You guys probably never saw one that I had made for Leanna that she never used because she was afraid her dogs would chew it up. But now that we live alone, she can actually use it in the winter. That's going to be exciting.
She bought another one for Leanna. Damn, custom quilts. Kid Willis, yes, that is true. Okay, guys, we're going to cover it at 1 p.m. I promise we'll be done by then. But yes, DSP got banned in Wings chat, but it was not by Wings. It was by one of Wings' mods because he was talking a lot. Anyone that was there knows, yes. But DSP did do a super chat as well. But I'll show you all of it, I promise.
Here we have, ladies and gentlemen, hold on a second. Receipt. Put that over.
Right, he was timed out for 24 hours, excuse me. Timed out for 24 hours.
Here we have Leanna's dresser.
Okay, we don't need to see this. This is irrelevant to the Ottoman discussion. Here we go.
Wow.
Holy shit, you see that?
Curtain that Leanna picked out when we first moved in. That's a burp. I'm going to very quickly do my office because they've already seen it. Very quickly, I'll walk through here, guys. You've already...
So essentially, this is literally what his office looks still to this day.
Very quickly do my office because they've already seen it.
Why would you decide to come up with this? I mean, what human on earth would come up with this layout? Let's put the love seat at a diagonal when you enter the room. It's right there.
Very quickly, I'll walk through here, guys. You've already seen a tour of this.
How did he come up with this? Like, how?
Office. It is a mess, as you can see. Right here, you've got my Ottomans, which is inside of the Ottoman is a bunch of joysticks for Street Fighter.
So that is the essence of John Ottoman.
Controllers and odds and ends, the current game I'm playing, my phone, my headphones that I use during my playthroughs. Okay, this is my TV setup, all the consoles and everything, leaned at an angle. This is literally how I sit as I play.
I have no idea why.
Right here at an angle towards, you got a laptop right there where I can see everyone talking. There's my microphone. That's where I put my drinks. All right.
Thank God. What about the tissues?
There's all my equipment on the floor. I guess I can show you the closet, although really it's a pain in the ass to get to it. Because
great setup. You have done that yourself.
You gotta move the love seat and crush your balls.
Oh my! You have to move the couch to get to the closet. Oh!
So this is my closet. I don't think I've showed you guys this yet. Turn on the light.
Hang on, I gotta get to the closet. Could you give me a hand, Chew? Let's go. Well, 3, 2, 1, lift.
Double doors. There's my old PC. That old piece of crap. Tons of boxes. Just take a look. I don't even need to say anything. I'm just going to show you the boxes. There's my hat for Ask the King. Speakers, portable Blu-ray player.
Portable Blu-ray.
Look at this. Bins, old office shit that I haven't unpacked yet.
God, that closet's already filled. He just moved in 2 months ago. Here we go. Okay, it's coming together. We're getting to see the office come together more. And he got the soundproofing phone.
Background that connects down here to my Astro receiver. We got more memory foam, I keep saying calling memory foam. Soundproofing foam against the wall here, separating almost like a little bit more soundproofing between this loud-ass PC and...
Oh, definitely. That's going to stop. That's going to soak up all that sound, King. Great.
Almost like a little bit more soundproofing between this loud-ass PC and my little setup here.
All the sound just gets trapped right in those memory foam panels, King. Good job.
Let's rotate around here. Here we got my Ottoman. On my Ottoman, I usually have things lying there such as the latest game, controllers that I'm using. That's the conditioner to my air conditioner that I'm going to show you in a moment.
There is the essence of John.
Odds and ends, hats and stuff. You know, the controllers to turn on the television. Here against the wall in the nook here, I got various boxes, but we got my joystick for when I was playing fighting games with the joystick.
This is now a nook. Some might call this a corner of a room. This is actually a nook now.
That in some time.
A secret nook.
Up here we've got another 6 square feet of soundproofing foam.
Oh, that's
here across this wall.
Perfect placement, King.
All the office. We've got 12 square feet of soundproofing foam. Below that is my television that I play my...
I don't think that's 12 square. I don't think that's 12 square feet, King. Good math.
Got 12 square feet of soundproofing foam. Below that is my...
I don't think that's 12 square feet, King.
A television that I play my games on. We got a little portable keyboard wireless that I used to
12 square feet.
Things such as death count updates during games like Bloodborne, stuff like that. Here's all my consoles. Maybe saying to yourself, oh,
what he means to say is 12 tiles, but how do we just like randomly say, yep, 12 square feet?
Consoles.
Oh.
Maybe saying to yourself, oh, there's PS4, Xbox 360, there's the Wii U. There's the PS3. Why is it on its edge? It's because it's on its last legs. The HDMI port is barely working, and if I don't finagle it nicely like this, it doesn't work. So it's got to be sitting like that. Where's the Xbox One? Did Phil sell it? No. Leanna has it. Leanna was playing Mortal Kombat 10 on it for a while, and she still has it. I'm going to take it back soon. Over here we've got...
To those saying it could be, guys, 12 square feet looks like this. This is what 12 square feet has to be. I'll show you a picture. This is 12 square feet, guys. To all the mathematicians in the chat that are saying it's 12 square feet. This is 12. We need 12 by 12, boys. Got it? It's not that. It has to be 12 by 12 to be 12 square feet, guys. Okay? So, it's okay. Let's go.
Garbage. This is a broken HD PVR2. It doesn't work anymore. I need to get rid of it. A case for the Astro A40s. There's my awesome...
Okay, hold on. I know it. Now I realize my mistake. It still has to be 3 by 4 has to be 12. Okay, I'm dropping this. Before I felt myself any further. I don't think that's 12 square feet. My explanation was incorrect, but I'm rolling through it. I don't care.
Protector. Down here we got a HDMI splitter. We've got over here, this is my HDCP bypass unit for the PS3, so that I can actually do PS3 streaming from HDMI. This is my AverMedia Extreme Cap U3. This is my capture device that I use to capture 1080p 60 frames per second.
Okay, we're already moving on past this one.
Haven't gotten any worse. So.
Oh, God.
Nightstand. I'm not going to show you. There's really almost nothing in this nightstand. My alarm clock. Here's our bed.
Yeah, if that's 2 by 6, I guess he's right and I'm wrong. You're right.
King-size bed with...
But it's definitely not 12 square feet. Zero chance. I'm still sticking by that.
Multiple stuffed animals.
I don't give a shit.
That's right. Here's our storage ottoman that we bought, which is very useful. We have blankets and stuff that we keep in there. It's awesome in the morning when you wake up, you sit there and you can get dressed. More clothes of Leanna's just stacked willy-nilly.
Yeah, I'll cut this out in the replay. No one will know.
That we bought, which is very useful. We have...
All right, here's the other storage ottoman that is not the essence of John. Okay.
Blankets and stuff that we keep in there. It's awesome in the morning when you wake up, you sit there and you can get dressed. More clothes of Leanna's just stacked willy-nilly about.
They're folded and stacked.
No.
You know what?
3 to 4 bottles of drinks. Multiple
no.
drinks that are multiple levels of being drank.
You had 5
We've
different
got
in the living
no.
room.
Hold on. We've got... Look
No.
at this. We've got one that has about a quarter full.
No.
One that's about half full. So, she has various levels of drank water. And then she has a bottle of green tea all sitting here next to her lamp. I don't even know. She's got paperwork and stuff back. Look at that. I don't even know what that stuff is back there.
Thank you stuff.
Looks like jewelry. Who knows what that
He's complaining to her.
stuff is back there. I have no idea.
This is rare.
Yeah, this is her nightstand, and I don't know if she's ever even put anything in it, to be quite honest.
I have stuff in here. Mostly paper.
Okay, paper.
So how
Trash can.
Fantastic plug setup
Stuff
here.
in here. Mostly paper.
Okay, paper.
So how
Trash can.
He's treating her like a father figure in this one. Okay, paper. I guess that's fine.
Stuff in here. Mostly paper.
Okay, paper.
So how
Trash can.
Okay, paper.
Here's our fan for the. Oh.
Okay, paper. Okay. You said you cleaned that out last weekend, young lady. Where is that? Seattle Hipster
bizarre.
Hotel has a funny ottoman here.
It's called bottles. So if you actually see any bottles in this piece of artwork, please leave a comment and let me know where the hell they are, because I don't see them.
Hilarious.
Over here you got a little kind of ottoman thing for your, don't put anything down or rest your feet. I got my shirt sitting there because after driving for an hour, my back was all sweaty, so I'm trying to air the shirt out.
That's why I included that one. I thought that was worth showing. This is the drying out sweatshirt ottoman.
Work sitting there because after driving for an hour, my back was all sweaty, so I'm trying to air the shirt out.
I think you should probably wash that, King, just my opinion. He's airing out. That's the airing shirt ottoman, okay? Moving forward in time now, we go a while, actually. Now we're in 2018. Here we go.
Cheered, subbed, and tipped while the stream went live. We started off with Nick, who said, if you play Heavy Rain, would you play with motion controls since you have them? No. And actually, I don't. Well, let me think about this. I have... Well, I'm trying to think, because I have one. Do I have two motion controls? I don't even know. Hold on a second. Do I have two?
Oh, God, twerk to spec. This is the worst DDLG video I've ever watched.
I don't even know.
Don't look that up.
I honestly don't even know where they are. I think that when Kat moved in, she helped me clean up my office, and she put them into one of the bins. I think she put it into the storage ottoman here or something. No, actually, hold on.
There you go. So Catherine now is the one messing with the storage ottomans.
One of the bins. I think she put it into the storage ottoman here or something. No, actually, hold on. There's a bin here.
So there we go. So that is the first mention of Catherine using the storage ottoman. It's still a storage ottoman in this instance.
And he eats it. Eclonic Charity said, I know this has been repeated many times, but I can't wait for the anniversary collection because I miss hearing your joystick buttons being pressed down. Yeah, we'll see. Again, I'm not guaranteeing you guys that I'm using the joystick. In fact, right now, I don't even know where the fuck the joystick is. I'm serious. I'm looking around. I don't even know where it is. He quit. The guy rage quit. The guy fucking loses the skill and he rage quits like a bitch. I don't even know where it is. I think I'm about to put it inside my ottoman here.
There you go. It's mostly a storage bin for joysticks. Okay. We are now going to 2020, fast forwarding 2 years in time.
2 sessions. That it seems like the game's getting too easy because I'm using the bow. So I said, fair enough. What we're going to do is we're going to mix it up today. We're going to try this new class, okay? Now, sorry. My storage ottoman was uneven. It was caving in. I had to readjust it there. Okay, so...
Storage ottoman is now caving in. That's the update we're here for on that one. Pat Noticer says, DDLG Darkside Phil doesn't like girls. That's a different style kick. That's page 5 kick. That's the page 5er there.
There was like 2 feet of dust. It was nasty as shit. So I'm going to put this right here.
2021, by the way.
And this here is my ottoman where I have a lot of storage of games and wires and controllers and shit over here. To the left, this is nothing. See this over here, right here? This here, this isn't here. Just pretend like this isn't here. None of this exists. This is very organized and very clean. There's nothing there that you should even be looking at in that direction. Just
very funny joke. There's the ottoman. Okay, moving on.
Now, Jasper, do you see what happens?
Uh-oh.
He started
Jasper's first interaction with the ottoman.
messing with my ottoman, and the thing started to cave in.
So the essence of John is now caving in on the regular.
What happens when you mess around with my stuff? You gotta stop messing with the stuff. Now stuff's falling. Look. That's when you don't
He really talks to him like a son right now. Listen, I'll boost it.
You gotta stop messing with the stuff. Now stuff's falling. Look. That's when you don't mess with stuff. Leave it alone.
You hear that?
Leave my stuff alone.
That's why you don't mess with my stuff. It starts breaking it.
Ugh. Okay. How do I open a goddamn door? I'm trying to remember. Right? How do I charge it? That's rapid fire. How do I charge the shot?
Jasper's getting the belt later.
He changed his demeanor or his actions again. Not his demeanor. He
oh God. Okay. This is something else.
He changed his demeanor, or his actions again, not his demeanor. He changed his habits again, because now I guess because it's full winter now.
Full winter.
He was, for the fall, sleeping at the foot of our bed. We have like an ottoman, storage ottoman, and we had a folded blanket from IKEA that we had bought a while ago, and he was laying on that every night as if it was like his spot. He loved it. Now all of a sudden, the last week, he changed his mind. Now he's sleeping on the bed with us again.
Get out of here! This is insane.
Top of the comforter. So we get under the comforter and go to sleep, and he like snuggles between us or snuggles next to one of our feet, on top of the comforter.
This is shocking.
It's funny because the other night I went to sleep.
Yeah.
And my legs were straight out.
Uh-huh.
And Jasper was just to the left of my legs, and Kat was on the other side of the bed.
Go ahead.
I woke up, and somehow my legs had crossed across the entire bed to the left, and Jasper was on the right. But
what? This is insane. This cannot be real. Go ahead, say it again.
Somehow my legs had crossed across the entire bed to the left. And
you moved in your sleep? What?
Jasper was on the right. But I don't remember moving at all. Usually I realize...
You don't even remember moving in your sleep? This has to be some kind of joke.
When I'm moving, even in my sleep, I can feel... I don't even know when it happened. So
he doesn't even remember when he moved while sleeping. What?
When did he move and make... I moved in response to him? Did I move and he moved in response to me? I don't know.
That is incredible. I hope he clipped this story.
Maddie says GMO down the line would be awesome.
Isn't that unbelievable? Like there's a problem in your life if you think that is a story worth telling, and then you just lie in the middle of it. Hey, sometimes when I sleep, usually I can tell when I move in my sleep. No, you can't. I can tell when I move in my sleep. You wake up shocked every time you're in a different position. Whoa, I moved. Holy shit. How did I move? What the fuck? All right, anyways.
There was Hori, there was Mad Cats, there was like 10 different companies all putting out gameplay joysticks, peripherals, gamepads, and I had quite a few of them. So, show them off one day. If we ever do that special, and people have been talking about, Phil, will you do an event where you look into your closet, right?
Oh, that was only your idea.
If we ever do that, maybe we would also do the Ottoman, and I would show you the joysticks in there. I'd be
teasing an Ottoman clear out.
I would not be opposed to doing that. They're basically like no value. They're outdated peripherals for consoles no one plays fighting games on, so they have zero value.
There you go. Next up.
You want to know, what is that? When did you get it? What's the significance of that? So some of this stuff is from Connecticut. Other stuff, it's just kind of sat there for years. So there's going to be a lot of discussion around this stuff. It's going to take a while to get...
It's going to be a lot of discussion. It's going to be massive news.
Through it. And then in addition to that, not only do we have this closet...
Yeah.
But also, there's other things in my office. For example, I have a storage ottoman full of Street Fighter-style joysticks over here.
Street Fighter-style joysticks?
That have sat in there for 8 years that I don't use. That likely are junk. Okay? Who's going to buy a Street Fighter joystick for the Xbox 360? No one. It's outdated. It's junk. No one wants it. So
he's explaining why he can't sell that stuff. Okay, you got it? You got it? Nibbity has a good point here. He's confusing sleeping with blacking out. Mm-hmm. Probably. But if you're blacking out, you really have no chance of remembering shit, right? I mean, I didn't. That's why I can't tell what 12 square feet is. Okay, this is... I didn't even remember this. I don't know if you guys did. What's in DSP's Ottoman was an actual stream. Okay? So this... I'm not watching this whole fucking thing, but... there was a What's in DSP's Ottoman, which might be one of the worst thumbnails of all time. I don't know what the fuck we're doing with this word spacing, but here we go.
Over here is the storage ottoman that's always been to the side. Now, over the years, there's been various levels of clutter on top of that ottoman, okay? You might wonder, well, what's in it?
Yeah, what's in it? I was wondering that.
Well, what's in it is stuff that was in it when it was in Connecticut. It's a storage ottoman. It opens up, and there's stuff inside.
Whoa!
Right? Now, I've never... actually used anything inside of that ottoman since I moved across the country 8 years ago. I've used the ottoman for like put stuff on top of it.
What a journey it's been, right? It's been literally 10 years of this Ottoman now. The first clip I showed you of this Ottoman was in 2012. It is now 2022, and it is time to open up the Ottoman, the essence of John.
Don't use it for anything active, okay? Since we have cleaned up the rest of the office, and this is the only remaining thing to clean up, it makes sense to go in there, see what's in there, test the items, see if they work, and then figure out if they're of value or if they're trash or what I'm going to do.
It was this stream, by the way.
Programming those four. You see? The reason why is take a look at this.
Okay, we're not
swap
doing
over to the PS5. We're going to plug.
Okay, great look, King. Look at this. Great look. Okay, moving on. DSP did have a tweet about this day saying, "Thank you to everyone who attended my impromptu stream, both to explain about these false copyright strikes against DSP Gaming and then my Ottoman cleanout. I'm attempting to upload both to DSP Gaming, so fingers crossed that it works. Thanks." There we go. That was a huge, and that was when we got a huge Detractor win or whatever. A huge, huge L for Detractors, I think. I can't remember what he said there, but that's when that happened. He was making shorts around that time. Okay. Here we go. Next up, the John, that's hard to say though. The Ottoman works. Okay, next up, we have 2024. Now, this is where the story takes a turn.
One thing we will probably do is go to a couple quick stores in the area and see if they have like a stool with a pad or something that I can sit on that's better than that. Maybe in a little Ottoman or something. Anything that's better than a tiny plastic stool. Because that's going to be shitty. You know,
so we're gonna buy we're threatening to buy another Ottoman here, and you might be asking why. Well, he needs a new chair for gaming with Catherine, guys. He needs a new chair for gaming with Catherine. All right, that's what he needs it for. Next up,
so we do it. So much dirt came out of the carpet. All right, and we've done it. We usually try to do it at least once a year if we can. I think we did it about a year ago. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm just completely off in my head. The water in the actual carpet shampooer was black, okay? And we emptied it out. The actual carpet shampooer was black, okay? And we emptied it out in the bathtub because you're not going to put it anywhere else. The bathtub clogged because there was so much dirt and dust and hair in this water, okay?
Actually, you should throw that out the back to where the grass is, King. Just an idea, but...
I had to get, like, liquid plumber and pour it down. I had gloves on. I'm, like, trying to unclog the toilet, or the drain in the tub. So
how much shit did you pour down there? Oh, my God. If you need gloves to get shit down the... You shouldn't be putting anything in your bathtub that you need gloves to push down. What? Throw it out your backyard.
Disgusting. And basically what happens is when you do this, big clumps of this dirt and hair come up. And
how dirty was the carpet?
And leave, like, they sit on top of your carpet. So I was walking around with slippers on this soaking wet carpet.
How dirty was the carpet?
Picking up these clumps of really gross yuck and throwing them out with paper towels. But a funny thing happened, so...
I've used those things before. I'm sure a lot of people have. And the water gets a little bit brown, obviously. I've never had full chunks. Full fucking chunks.
We've always had this long storage Ottoman, all right, at the end of our bed. When I first moved in here a decade...
Here we go. Oh, here we go. The storage Ottoman. This is not the essence of John. This is the storage Ottoman.
Long storage Ottoman, all right, at the end of our bed. When I first moved in here a decade ago, the Ottoman it kind of matches our living room couch downstairs, which is a sectional. It's the same material. It looks the same. It was meant to come as almost like a set. And so when I moved in here, I always put that Ottoman, I put it at the bottom of the bed, the foot of the bed. The problem was I didn't really measure, and having that Ottoman there's just not a lot of room to walk between the Ottoman and then with the dresser that we have against the other wall in the back of the bedroom. So it's kind of narrow in there. But I just always left it there. And the funny part is I remember distinctly when I first got the Ottoman, I was like, oh, this is going to be perfect. I'll be sitting on this all the time getting dressed in the morning, and I'll use it for storage. But because of the positioning of the Ottoman, you basically never use it. It just sits there for looks, but you never really use it for anything because there's not a lot of room. So my wife and I moved the Ottoman into the hallway to do the shampooing of the carpet, and we realized something. We're like, this is really nice in the hallway. Like this, it's a perfect thing you put against the wall. The hallway's wide enough that it doesn't make the hallway super narrow.
So this is the birth of the Basecamp Ottoman. It has now taken its spot as the Basecamp Ottoman. Here we go.
You sit on it like, oh, this is nice and comfy out here. It's actually.
Why would you ever kick your feet up and relax in the hallway? Hey, where you going? Yeah, I'm gonna read a book in the hallway. Yeah, that makes sense.
Nice little resting spot right in the middle of the hallway where you can relax.
Resting spot in the middle of the hallway.
And we opened it up. We're like, we don't really have anything significant in this thing. We can start using this for storage now. Like, and then we go in the bedroom. Now the bedroom is just way more open because it doesn't have a giant storage ottoman blocking the walkway through the bedroom. It feels way more open space. You're like, why didn't we do this earlier? Because you don't think of it. It's just, oh, it's just always been there, right?
Yeah.
It's been there for a decade. You don't think to move it, and you move it like, oh my god, like this is way better. So. We had a little bit of, moving stuff around. Like, this is pretty neat. So we did that. We had a lot of housework yesterday. We had a lot of...
Pretty neat. I think there's more mention of Ottoman here. But that was when it became the Basecamp Ottoman is right there. Mr. Hut Stuff made a visual guide for it. And I'll show it to you here because it's very funny. This is not a true image. This is a doctored image, guys. But this is just let you know what it looks like. That is literally the hallway. That's how long it is, and that's the storage ottoman. That's what it looks like. That's what it looks like. So you walk up the steps, and there's multiple rooms to walk into, but you're supposed to stop here and take a seat and just rest for a while. That's what we called it, the Basecamp Ottoman. Because, I mean, why would you ever stop here? You know what I mean? All right, hold on. I could go to the bedroom, which is 2 steps to the right or left. There's 2 different rooms, but nah. I'll just chill. So there we go. Jordan Fadeaway says, as someone who used to clean carpets for a living, sounds like Phil never vacuumed at all. We would run across houses like this, and the water was bad after. Yeah. I mean, I have a cat, and that's why I use it, because he throws up sometimes. And when cat throws up, you can clean it, and there's sprays you can get, but you never quite, But it's never been chunky. I've got a lot of hair, but I never poured it down the drain either. I wouldn't even think to pour it down the drain, Anyways, 2 more mentions here. Again, this is something that we made a Detractor meme, but DSP has never acknowledged the Basecamp meme. He never has.
Yeah, he'll adjust. He just like anything, he'll adjust. It's just he gets a little antsy about it. Right now he's walking all around the house. He doesn't know what to do. Right now he's walking all around the house. He doesn't know what to do.
Mild.
Right now, he's doing what he did yesterday. He's on the ottoman in the hallway. He's cleaning. He's probably going to lay down there and relax as I play games. I'm fine. That was nice yesterday when I was playing Street Fighter. He just sat right there in the ottoman. He could hear me because the door's open right there. He could hear me. So he feels like he's part of the activity, but he gets to rest there and not be... it's hard for him to lay down on the floor in here because there's so many wires.
Oh, my God.
And the wires are tempting for him, obviously. He wants to chew them, which he can't do. So...
He fights his addictions by staying away from his addictions of biting wires. What a brilliant cat.
Yeah, for him to go into the hallway or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
That's fine.
Oh, shit, I'm getting too tempted in here. Let me go to the base camp.
And then he can still hear me and feel like he's a part of it. Like I said, my voice booms through this house.
Now they're assuming Jasper feels like he's a part of it while sleeping in the hallway.
When I am streaming. When this door is open, my voice goes right to the hallway and echoes down the hallway all the way. And you can sit in the living room, and it sounds like I'm sitting next to you talking when this door is open. Good call, man.
2 more Ottoman takes here, and then we're out of the Ottoman.
Oh, my God. I dropped the jump. That's bad. That's real bad. I was doing so good, and then I screwed up at the end. My eyes started burning, too. I was like, oh, man, it's so distracting. I'll definitely do that again.
Need to get to that 50.
Jasper today, he's good. He is asleep in the hallway. out on the Ottoman in the hallway.
There you go. And last one. The most recent mention of the Ottoman, September 17th, 2024. We're looking at Hulkamania stuff. Remember this trademark shit?
Down for something, and another day he just wants to do something else. He also frequently changes his behaviors based on...
You enjoying yourselves, Kino Casino tourists? This was during that time.
Be totally down for something, and another day he just wants to do something else. He also frequently changes his behaviors based on weather and stuff. Like, for example, for like 2 months, all he wanted to do was be in the hallway and lay on our Ottoman. And all of a sudden, he changed his mind. He starts moving around the house. Now, all of a sudden, he's on my floor today. I couldn't have predicted that. Like, people...
Oh, my God. This is why we would literally say, hope you're enjoying yourselves, Kino Dents.
People say, get a Jasper cam. I don't even know what he's going to do at any given moment.
This is kind of the exciting stuff we can talk about.
Saying, I really have no idea. So I couldn't have a cam for him because I don't know where he's going to be. If I put a cat tree or a cat bed in this room, he wouldn't even be in it.
All right, we don't need Jasper lore, but there you go. Okay, the Ottoman is done once again, sadly. I want to keep this one because I want to get that insanely dumb rant on Twitter, but that was the Ottoman. There was not, it really doesn't even fit the criteria of the show, but it had to be included because the Ottoman is kind of a detractor meme, so I wanted to get it in there. I want to jump now to the stools, okay? Now, the stool lore takes us back to 2013. What kind of stool am I talking about? Well, hang on to your butts. You're going to find out in a second. Deadly Penguin says, he is climbing mountains of stairs, dude. Oh, well, those 12 stairs are pretty tall. Master Blaster says, how many more stations did Phil set up like he's climbing Mount Fuji? Well, we don't know. Maybe there's one in that halfway spot between the bend of the steps. But anyways, big ups, everybody. Let's get to it. We are now learning about the stool.
My toiletries, multivitamins, etc., etc. Over here we've got my hamper. I don't know if I've ever done a full walkthrough of my...
There it is. That is the first showing of the shower stool in 2013, 31 years old.
Walkthrough of my bathroom. Shower or bath towel, my shower. It's got the multiple heads. You gotta have the multiple heads if you know what you're doing. Some of my girls' toiletries are mixed in here as well.
Some of my girls.
Here's my really cockeyed shower thing that I need to get a new one because the suction cup shot. This is a stool for the shower for days when my back is killing me, which unfortunately, you know, I have from time to time because I have a back injury. I sit down on the stool while I'm washing myself. It's a lot easier to do that, okay? Shower mat there, toilet.
All right, there it is. The first mention of the shower stool. Next up, we're in Washington, and did we get a new stool or keep the old stool? Stay tuned and find out after this. No, just kidding. Here we go.
These racks we purchased in the bathroom. We've got a rack set up now in the shower.
It's a new one.
We've also got a stool, which
it's new.
I need, unfortunately, especially on the days when my back is killing me, for the shower.
He brought the damn storage Ottoman, but he won't bring that damn shower stool that you could probably fold up.
We set up the tub. We set up a bunch of stuff today. There's a lot of stuff downstairs in the kitchen. We got knives. We got utensils.
The new shower curtain.
We got, oh, you want to see the new shower curtain? We will be doing more vlogs of this later, but it's 11:30 at night. Seriously, it's 11:30 at night, Pacific time, not Eastern time. So that's, what, 2:30 p.m. Eastern time. We're dead tired and we're just starting to relax now, which I know is ridiculous. Which is why if you're watching this video and you're wondering, gee,
I don't care.
Why did it take Phil
so long? I really wondered. Okay, here we go. Next up, 2015, 1 year later.
Okay, so there's a few C's.
This is the famous one, by the way. Remember the one that Steve always wanted to win? This is literally that video.
A few. Here's our towels, bath towels hanging. Here's our shower, which now has been fully implemented.
There you go.
I bought a stool for it, just like I had back in Connecticut, just in case my back starts to hurt because of my back injury. We bought one of those tower things to hold all your toiletries.
That was the same one we just saw, so there we go. That was, obviously, whose ass was that, Jay? That was Leanna's ass, buddy. Here we go. Next, we're going to 2018.
It's finally come to fruition.
The only reason I included this one is because DSP makes a very, in my opinion, concerted effort to not show that. To not show the stool here during this whole video. So
That's right. In fact,
in my opinion, I mean, now he can't go lower, of course, because he's fucking naked. But he really makes sure not to show it here, I thought. But
I got an appointment with an old friend. Thanks for watching DSP Tries It, guys. I'll see you next time. Oh yeah, second time.
hilarious. Okay. 2019.
Yes, Dacky Swerve, I'm well aware they sell benches to sit on when you're in the shower. I used to have a little stool. Back when my back injury was really bad.
So this is him lying. He still has one.
I used to have a stool to sit on when I showered, because that's how bad.
You've actually had two of them, and you still have one now. I don't know why he's lying here.
Dacky Swerve, I'm well aware they sell benches to sit on when you're in the shower. I used to have a little stool. Back when my back injury was really bad. I used to have a stool to sit on when I showered, because that's how bad it was. I would stand in the shower and have either excruciating pain or numbness in my legs. So I got the stool, and I used it for about 4 or 5 years, but then my back got better, so I got rid of it. I didn't need it anymore.
So he says he doesn't have it anymore. You heard that, right? He doesn't have it anymore. Well, let's see.
Together, all right? So we're gonna get started. First of all, before you ask, I'm sitting on a tiny plastic stool, because we didn't know height-wise how this was going to work. So Kat's sitting in my...
So it's a plastic stool. Now, the stool we saw was a wooden stool. So I don't know if this is the same stool, but I do want to show you that he did say there's a plastic stool.
Chair, and I was looking for chairs around the house, and we were going to use a chair from the dining room. It's too big. I'm like way up here. So the only thing in the house that I could sit on is this very flimsy plastic stool. I feel like I'm surfing as I sit on it, and I'm going to fall. So we may have to do something better if we're planning on doing this more long term. As for the couch, no, we're not bringing that couch in and out.
Okay, there you go. So that was that stool.
If anything, the one thing we learned, we got to get a better seating arrangement. I was sitting on a plastic stool that we had sitting in the garage. It's the right height.
So that stool was from the garage, confirmed.
From that.
Okay.
So
cool. If you guys are wondering why it looks like I just grew a foot, it's because I'm trying to stretch my back out. This stool is about to decompose under my ass here.
Hilarious. There's another different stool.
When we do, we will have a better stool, because my ass is killing me right now.
The same complaining about the stool. These are all different streams,
Vietnamese
by the way.
Comrade, we do like Vietnamese food.
Yeah, we do like Vietnamese food.
Yeah, I was on the same stool and everything. Definitely Kat had mentioned to me it was harder for her to look at the camera sitting over here. For some reason, when she was over here, it felt more natural, and over here it wasn't. So she even said, she's like, I'm noticing I'm not looking at the camera as much, and it might look weird. I'm like, don't worry, what are you gonna do? It's not perfect. We're trying to figure this out.
Makes sense, King. Okay, next.
Adding like maybe a little Ottoman or a little stool with a cloth pad top or something.
That was the worlds colliding Ottoman and stool in the same sentence here. This is rare.
Adjustable or has a padding, like maybe a little Ottoman or a little stool with a cloth pad top or something. We got to figure this.
Still worrying about what to sit on. Next.
Sitting on that shitty plastic stool. Oh my god.
Bitching about a plastic stool. Next up, this is the last one, actually.
Probably there's technical difficulties and things that can be improved. All right. Number one, we bought a chair, and that chair is a nice one. It's I think it's like pleather. It's not a real leather chair or anything. It's basically just an office chair. It doesn't have good like lumbar support. It doesn't have all this nice comfy things that my chair has. But it's not bad. It's better than the stool I was sitting on. So immediately I sit on it and I realize I'm still way too tall in this chair. Like, I'm towering over here over Kat, while Kat is like here and I'm here. It's like, well, there's nothing we can really do. If we switch, then she has to be in the more uncomfortable chair, right? Obviously, I want my wife to be comfortable. I want her sitting in this chair and feeling nice.
Oh, I want her to be comfortable. But there we go. So he did say he stopped using the stool, and we haven't had any update on it since then. So might he not be using a stool anymore? I don't know. Also, this is one that he didn't really publicly say was a detractor meme either, but he did feel kind of self-conscious about the stool. You could very much tell. Next up, we're going to go to your favorite and mine, and that is the, I'm going to go for coffee maker time, okay? We're going to finish with Handcart today. So let's get to the coffee maker. Now, this is one that absolutely fits the criteria of DSP making something into a meme. Yes, he did buy another chair. Quite literally, he bought another chair. We're going to go to the coffee maker now. This is the first coffee maker, 2011 here.
Again, if you've seen my Cooking with the King videos, you've seen all that. This is a Keurig, which they call K-Cups coffee maker / tea maker, and I bought it, and I don't really use it that much. I bought it thinking, oh man, I'm gonna, I really like tea, and I miss coffee because I used to drink tea at my old job, for which I got laid off from, and I was like, wow, I'll use this all the time, and I almost never use it. It's pretty funny that I got it, and then ends up, it was an impulse buy. I went to the store, I said, oh man, I would really like to have some of this, and then I got it, and then I don't use it. So this is my...
There you go. He makes a lot of impulse buys, you're going to learn. Next up, this is Philadelphia 2013.
If you had a bunch of people crashing in this room...
by the way, those were sold for $100. Yes, we'll get through that, I promise, later, after when we start the recap.
It'd be kind of silly. We have our own bed. But, if you had a bunch of people crashing in this room, it would be pretty useful. You got a Keurig coffee maker, which is actually the same brand that I have at home, so that's pretty neat. A nice...
Pretty neat. Pretty neat. Thanks for calling that out. Next.
This is kind of interesting because now...
Okay, here we're into Washington now.
And right here you got our closet. Mm-hmm. This is kind of interesting because now we've got it fully full of stuff. You take a look, the things that we've bought and the things that we got is our old coffee maker that we took across the country. We got a much bigger one now.
Okay, so that is the coffee maker in question, okay? The coffee maker in question is this right here. The Keurig K-Cup Platinum, okay? And I know I've checked it before, but I'll tell you again the actual price on this puppy. The Keurig K-Cup something Platinum 2015 price. It was... Let's see it.
All of my coats and jackets and stuff. You got Leanna's shoes on the wall there, and our big box of Christmas ornaments that we purchased. It's really not, we didn't purchase the ornaments, we purchased the box to store the ornaments in.
She has a lot of shoes that look the exact same, doesn't she? Yeah, 250, okay? Between 200 and 250. She has a lot of shoes that look the exact same. I mean, I guess there's a slightly different color there. Anyways, women, am I right? Gotta have those same shoes. Okay, moving on. This is when we showed the new coffee maker for the first time. Here we go.
So you see, this week is the sauce week, so I need to buy all the ingredients.
Is this the sauce week?
To make my family recipe sauce. And some of you might say, what exactly is in Phil's fridge? What kind of things will you find? Well, besides the chopped up dead bodies, ice maker, that's a ginger beer for Leanna. Filtered water.
I don't drink that shit. That's for Leanna.
Water, grapefruit juice, orange juice.
Grapefruit juice.
In the back there, I believe there's apple juice, iced tea. There's some sangria in the back. Chocolate milk, regular milk. Yes, it is lactate because I am half lactose intolerant, which means that I get gas if I drink or eat lots of dairy products. So we got that.
Just like Amberlynn Reed.
Various cheeses for different meals and stuff that we've made. That's actually shredded cabbage and veggies for the hamsters upstairs. In there, we've got various veggies and things for meals later this week.
Okay.
Back there.
That was just to show the coffee maker was actually shown. Here it is again.
What do you find in a
Here he gets a full introduction.
cabinet? Well, various things. As you can see, my energy drinks on the top shelf. We've got all of the Keurig drinks for this Keurig coffee maker on the middle shelf.
This thing is stacked. Damn, look at this. 5 different types of G Fuel, full boxes. How many boxes of K-Cups do we have?
We've got all of the Keurig drinks for this Keurig coffee maker on the middle shelf. The bottom shelf is all cooking stuff, okay? Sauces, vinegar, herbs and spices, stuff like that.
Oh no, he's not even sponsored by G Fuel.
Down here you've got your Keurig system with our phone.
He calls it a Keurig system.
Yeah.
Only idiots call it a coffee maker. This is a Keurig system.
Down here you've got your Keurig system with our...
It's a Keurig system. It does look like an employee break room. And he probably would call it that because in between his working time, he goes down to the break room. Securing system.
Kitchen. Now, certainly
Oh, yeah, this is 1 year later, by the way.
looks a little bit more populated now that we've been using it.
Populated?
A lot more. You've got, there's a coffee maker, there's the coffee little carousel, and the coffee holder here where we have our little coffees that we have almost every morning. Leanna's apron for when she cooks and cleans.
She got to have that on, obviously.
And here we've got our variable spices. Look at this. A big
variable
assortment of
spices.
spices and cooking ingredients. We got a spice rack that's full, 3 levels of spices. We got a
Never been used.
shelf here that's basically for like hot chocolate, coffee, all the refills of this stuff down here. And this stuff up here, I'm gonna be honest, I haven't really drank this year at all. G Fuel used to be the energy drink that I used to drink. When I lived in Connecticut for about 2 years, I drank this stuff.
Hell yeah, he was a gamer.
But I basically stopped drinking it because if I do
Whose promo code do you think he used?
anything, I just have a quick coffee in the morning. Very rarely do I even have any kind of an energy drink anymore. So
Yeah,
really, that's
fuck
just
that.
been sitting up there, and I never even ordered like refills since we moved. It's just kept going. So
Why would you order refills when they all still have multiple? Okay, anyways. Next up.
has been filled up as you do it. And it was funny because there was one thing I did want to get. It was a pack of tea because we actually have our Keurig, brewer over there, and we were running out of English breakfast tea, and I wanted to get it. And they said no, that was going to put your crate over by 5%, so they would have had to send you a separate crate for another $6. And I said no, I'm not going to order a whole separate crate for another $6. I'll just wait. So pretty neat.
Very important
I like
stuff
the service.
here. Okay, very important stuff here. So as you can see, Philip is very proud of his coffee maker, not afraid to talk about it a lot. It does get used in this famous video.
Okay, so here's what we'll do. Let's go over here.
Very famous
The
video.
mug is in position under my Keurig coffee maker. The mug is in position under my Keurig coffee maker. Now to get this to work, I have to simulate like I'm putting in a thing to make coffee. So I open it and then I close it. Now it thinks I put a coffee thing in there. Okay, press the button. And it's gonna pump out boiling hot water.
Well,
Incidentally, about 8 ounces worth, which is about a typical coffee cup.
actually not boiling, but yeah, okay, it's fine. Good enough. It's very hot. That's not nowhere
Now, will
close.
this be enough to fill the cup
No.
noodles to the fill line, or will we need a second one? We'll have to see.
This is so dented.
Okay,
Pour in half and then pour in another half later.
there's our hot water.
Look how
Looks
little
like
that
there's 1 or 2
is.
pieces of- Oh no, it was a bubble. I thought it was a piece of coffee. It's not a bubble in there. All right, so I'm gonna attempt to pour this into the cup noodles and not make a mess. See how this goes. It's probably gonna make a mess. It did.
Genius.
Oh my God, this mug sucks.
Genius.
It has this rounded lip. It doesn't pour out properly.
Genius. All right, now you gotta hurry up. Get the next one.
So
Get
that
the
was
next
not
one.
even nearly enough water, and now my entire countertop is covered in water because this coffee mug is not a good one for pouring out stuff.
I maybe there's other people like me, but for me, when I'm doing this kind of cup noodles thing, you have to do the water all at one time. If I have any water halfway in there, it's going to make the noodles too soft. You got to get full immersion instantly, right? And then you got to start eating right away when it's ready. You can't wait, and the noodles are going to be all soft.
Of course, all
It's
the other
nasty.
ones are in the freaking wash right now. Of course. So, I guess it's time to
And you have to be covering it as well.
dry my countertop, and then we'll try again. We'll make a second batch of water here.
Second batch of water. Oh,
What a mess
second batch of water. Hang
I
on.
have made.
Dude, he's ruining it.
But yeah, not even close to the fill line with whatever I got in there. Nope. So we gotta do it again.
It's cooking right now. You're on the clock. You're on the clock. Hang on, let me get a
Okay.
second batch of water.
So
Hang
that's
on.
going. Come over here. So with the little water that's added, it did actually pick up with flavor. I could smell it a little more, but it certainly doesn't look very appetizing, does it? Okay. The second batch of water popping out behind me right now.
Why not? Oh, DJ Runo asked why if you could put things under the Keurig, why doesn't he just put the cup noodles under it? It's better to pour. You want to pour. You have to pour the water. I don't know. Good question, though. But I don't know. I don't know the answer to that question.
And what I'll actually do this time, I'm going to come over here. I have these mats that are by my sink. These are drying mats. So when we wash dishes, we put them here to dry. This way, if it spills, it'll just spill onto the drying mat, and I won't have to dry it up. It'll naturally evaporate. Okay.
Genius working.
Cup number 2.
Here we go. Will this be enough?
And, oh, almost to the fill line. Almost. Aha, okay. It is 2...
Yeah, he's the kind of person that would make sure it's on the line. If it's a millimeter under the line,
The fill line.
he would still try to go back again for another pour.
On our first cup noodles.
Hot tip, though, you want to undershoot those by about 1/4 of an inch. That's the key taste level, okay? So 1/4 of an inch, undershoot the line. That's a life hack, okay?
Whoa, and you saw what happened? The noodles just floated to the top.
Whoa!
So, we'll move that to the side to absorb the water. I'll grab the second cup noodles, which is the chicken. And we'll get this one going.
This is going to take 2 trips as well. Hang on.
And your water, pour that right in here. And
look at
get to work on my next cup.
Get to work on my next
While I'm
cup.
doing that,
Hang on, let me get to work here. This is a process. If cup noodles was really like this, no one would ever eat them. Jesus Christ. Hang on, let me get to my next. Let me get to work on my next batch.
and I'll begin to stir in the water into the shrimp cup noodles.
That is now ready.
Boy, it is just one block of noodles. Look at it. It is a block of dried noodle. And as you can see, the broth in this is dark and brown. A dark brown broth. I've still yet to see a single shrimp.
Oh, yeah, this is the missing shrimp. I forgot. It's missing shrimp. How could I forget? God damn you. Where's the shrimp? I was promised shrimp. Do Americans not have electric kettles? Someone asked. Mangaka asked. I do, because I have two, though. Like, when I was living by myself, I would not have one. I don't think it's a very... I mean, it's kind of... You can buy them in the fucking Walmart. Some people have them, some people don't. It's not like a mandatory thing for everybody. I know my dad does not have one, but for Chew, it's a mandatory thing.
I see no shrimp in this. Seriously, I don't see any shrimp at all.
Where's the shrimp? Where's the
Look,
shrimp?
It's just a big mound of noodles. I'm stirring it constantly here, looking. I don't see a single shrimp in this shrimp one. None.
The shrimp
I
ran
see
away.
Carrots, I see whatever that green seasoning is, right? I
The
see tons
shrimp.
of that. I don't see a single shrimp. I think they're full of crap. Even though the advertisement...
The shrimp.
With delicious, giant, juicy shrimp. Not a single shrimp.
You better ask for a refund on that puppy. 35 cents.
For 39
I expect a prompt refund.
cents, what do you expect, right?
Yeah.
All right, so that's supposed to...
So why are you still bitching about it? All right, we're not going to get caught up here. It's supposed to be a coffee maker part. Somehow the coffee maker makes an appearance in a video we watched very recently. Last Saturday we saw this video again. If you can believe it, this is when he went back and did the redemption run. In the intro, he mentioned the coffee maker. Oh, sorry about that. Oh, okay, go ahead.
Wow. I'm sorry. I just got to say this because this is hilarious. Ready?
Here is the moment it turned. This is when it turned into a Detractor meme right now.
This is hilarious. Someone in Stream Chat just said, I can buy a $500 coffee maker, but I can't buy a $15 DLC for my business. If you think I own a $500 coffee maker, you are a moron.
There you go.
You are a ripping fucking idiot. You probably squirt fucking toothpaste into your eyeballs.
Great one. Keep going.
I mean,
Good start.
wow, you are dumb if you think that I spent $500 on a coffee maker. But anyway, I digress.
You squirt toothpaste in your eyeballs. Nailed it. That was a good
So
felt.
that's the deal. That's the preface of the Return to Dark Souls Redemption run, all right? I want to finish this game. I want to play through it.
That was it. That was literally the first joke made about it. But if I could show you how many tabs we have left, you'd be scared. Half-Life 2?
The Lord Lamb just asked, do Americans have kettles in their houses? Some do and some don't. I do have one, but ever since I got a coffee maker, I just have the coffee maker boil the water for me if I'm going to make tea.
Even though it doesn't boil the water, but go ahead.
Like, I don't actually boil water in a kettle anymore.
There you go. Felt it, Mangaka. There we go. He uses coffee maker for that.
Shit under my Keurig coffee maker. Now to get this to work, I have to simulate like I'm putting in a thing to make coffee.
So he's watching the video we just watched, and my note for this one I made is he gets bored himself. Okay? He bores himself.
So I open it and then I close it.
Let's see here. I'm showing how to make hot water.
Dry my countertop and then we'll try again. We'll make a second batch of water here. What a mess I have made. Right now.
He's skipping.
What I'll actually do this time, I'm gonna come over here. I have these mats that are by my sink. These are this one go.
See? Oh my god.
Get to it. Here we go.
You're talking to yourself, sir. Get
Look,
to
it's just
it.
a big mound of noodles. I'm stirring it constantly here, looking. I don't see a single shrimp in this shrimp one.
Yeah, that's right. There's not a single piece of shrimp. They lied. It was just flavoring.
Seasoning is right. I see tons of that.
Still holding on to that though. He's still holding on to it. Silent Sama says the saddest sentence: spices never used. Yeah, he never used those. He got a fuck ton of spices that he never touched outside of salt and pepper, maybe Italian seasoning. NW News says I don't see, but I hear one shrimp. Pokemon. Let's see, 6 years ago.
No. Do I still use my Keurig? Yeah, every once in a while. It's not. I don't have that Keurig that everyone talks about. Everyone's like, "Oh, Phil has like a $600 Keurig." Dude.
Remember, I've showed you all of the cases of him bringing up the Keurig in his own streams. I guess he's talking about people talking about on Twitter, maybe, because that's what he's mentioning. It was mentioned one time, okay, and now this is how he's sticking on it, and we'll make it a meme.
I don't have that Keurig that everyone talks about. Everyone's like, "Oh, Phil has like a $600 Keurig." Dude, that's been gone for years. I have a single cup Keurig maker now that I've had for a couple of years. And every once in a while I'll have a coffee in the morning. Use the Pokemon move growth.
There we go. He doesn't have it anymore, apparently. The expensive one, which cost $250, is now gone. Here we go.
The bottom line is that I just don't need that stress. You're right. I don't need any kind of risk of anything private getting out.
Okay.
But I mean, just to give you some example, years ago, someone saw my coffee maker in my fucking kitchen and was putting rumors on the internet. That's a $300 to $400 coffee maker.
$250. Like Kuhn says, it was talked about a lot on the farm. So yeah, and he is an extreme reader of the farm. So there you go.
The reason that they thought that was because they're complete morons. The coffee maker was like 2 or 3 generations old, so to actually buy that model on Amazon cost like $300 to $400 because you couldn't buy the new thing new anymore, so it was a rarity to find it. But these morons were saying I spent $400 or $500 on a coffee maker when in reality I bought the thing when it was new and it was like way cheaper years.
$250
years before. But you see what I mean? Now they will fucking talk about. They will literally do anything they can to say that oh, Phil is a piece of shit liar, cheapskate. You see, he's got this in his house, he's got that in his house, he's got this and that. And I'm right now, I'm not in a good financial situation, and I'm appreciating all the support you guys are helping me with and giving me. Now, can you imagine if they take something that's complete horse shit and try to spread it as fact, and now next thing you know, people are thinking that I'm some kind of a scumbag because of something they made up? Or something. Oh, I saw something in his house, and I know that there's a $700 item hanging on his wall or something.
It keeps getting more expensive.
Dumb shit. Who fucking knows? So that's why I'm not gonna fuck with that anymore. I'm just not. Plus, people have found out things like, they'll see all of a sudden there's a random phone number on a table, so they call it and they find out it's like a fucking carpet cleaning service or something. You know what I mean? Not carpet cleaner because we never have a carpet cleaner, but like, it's my energy company. So they call my energy company and they tell them I want my power shut off, and then they shut off my power. That actually happened. I'm not even kidding.
This is when we're bitching about stuff because we really need money, so we want to have reasons to bitch.
I found out who my energy company was, and they called my energy company and had it scheduled for my power to get shut off. Luckily, I had email alerts set up for the energy company, so they sent me an email ahead of time. Oh, all right, so we're going to turn off your power on Tuesday. I was like, what? And I called them. I was like, what are you talking about? They're like, oh, yeah, someone called us, said they were you, and you need your power shut off, right? I was like, what? You see what I mean? Like, people fuck with me all the time with stupid shit like that, so the least information I have on the internet, the better.
No, Empty Zach, we got a lot to get to today, so I won't do that. But that would be interesting. I didn't know he rage quit a season either. I saw someone said that. I didn't know that. But there we go. Another mention of it as a Detractor meme, and it does not stop from here. 2019 again?
Let's see here. Johnny Skidmark's Cheer said, do you think the trolls overanalyze your videos and that's why you don't vlog around your house anymore? I mean, there's a couple reasons. The first reason I don't do many vlogs anymore, like that, is because you're right, what people would do is literally create defamatory videos and or slander about me based on stuff in the video. They would take something that's like out of reference in a video and make it like, okay, here's a perfect example. So one of my videos from years ago, I had a coffee maker, all right, sitting in my kitchen here, and
how did they take that out of context then?
These idiots actually made a video. I'm not kidding you. Do you see the coffee maker that Phil has? Do you realize that how expensive that coffee maker is? So he says that that he's not doing well. He needs money with contributions during streams. But if that were the case, there's no way he would have that coffee maker. And it's like, what?
People are allowed to criticize.
It's so insane what they're saying. Because like the coffee maker that I have, first of all, how do you know when I even bought that fucking coffee maker? I could have had that coffee maker forever. In that case, that actually was the case. That's a coffee maker that I owned for like 5-6 years. So it's when I lived in Connecticut, and I bought it when I lived in Connecticut when I was making a ton of money on YouTube, right?
Well, that would be a that's not what I think happened, is it? Because we saw the coffee maker in Connecticut, and it was the smaller one. And then when he got to Connecticut, that big fucking box was in the closet. Remember that?
So when I lived in Connecticut was the case. That's a coffee maker that I owned for like 5-6 years. So it's when I lived in Connecticut, and I bought it when I lived in Connecticut when I was.
That's not true. That's a lie.
Making a ton of money on YouTube.
That's a lie, sir.
So they see this video from like 2-3 years ago when I'm living here in Washington, and I'm like, okay, I'm a live streamer now. I need contributions via streams. Like, he doesn't need contributions. He can afford a $300 coffee maker.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, $300 coffee maker. I bought like 5-6 years ago when I was making insane money on YouTube. It was a completely different situation. Like, what?
So he admits how much it costs, by the way, $300.
What are you even talking about?
I mean, it's possible he opened it in Connecticut, but he did say. But that makes that funnier. Then, if you think about it, is he said he bought that single Keurig one on a whim, and he didn't even drink coffee that much. It was an impulse buy. So now he bought a bigger one on another whim before he moved to Washington. Oh, and Champions is definitely a thing at this point. Absolutely, yes.
But you see what I mean? Like, just a little stupid shit like that, they could turn into something negative, right? So, I used to do full home tours and everything, and never ends. They would find little things to nitpick and turn into nasty, defamatory stuff. To the point where I got fed up. I'm like, what am I doing this for anymore, And then, I'll be very honest, when,
please.
Kat became a part of my life, and we decided that we wanted to live together and eventually get married and all of that, we talked about this. And I was like, being very honest with you, my previous life, I was very open with my viewers about absolutely everything. And quite frankly, I think it kind of bit me in the ass because so many people used personal information against me to hurt me that, I think it would benefit us to keep stuff private.
Yeah, so the only thing he's bitching about here is people saw how much money he was spending while also begging. Right? That's the only thing he's bitching about here. That's really it. Let's go to this again, because I want to see when he shows it in the closet how he words it.
Our kitchen.
Not that. It was before that. Let's go to this one. It's in the closet, and he shows the new box. Let's see when that box was released, and we can see if it was a true lie or not.
This is kind of interesting
right
because
here.
Now we've got it full of stuff. If you take a look, the things that we've bought and the things that we got is our old coffee maker that we took across the country. We got a much bigger one now.
You got a much bigger one now? Well, that would be different than what you just said because you said you've had this one for many years. So that is a K. Fuck. So it's hard to see. K something platinum. I don't know what that is exactly. What's Keurig? The Keurig K-Cup Platinum. Okay, and I can ask, when was that released? When was the Keurig K-Cup Platinum released? Let's see. It came out in 2013, okay? So the earliest he could have bought that is 2 years earlier than what he just said right now, okay? But, I mean, let's just listen to his words. We got a new one now.
Interesting, because now we've got it fully full of stuff. You take a look, the things that we've bought and the things that we got. This is our old coffee maker that we took.
And he even says, while looking at the coffee maker, things that we've bought.
If you take a look, the things that we've bought and the things that we got. This is our old coffee maker that we took across the country. We got a much bigger one now.
We got a much bigger one now. So he's lying.
Rather than have any of this kind of stuff be public.
Okay, anyways, he told Kat, our life is going to suck now, so we can't share anything. Again, it's just people talking about things he showed on his own video. So I guess you can bitch about that. Go ahead.
This has happened, okay? So around the year 2015, 2016, around that time is when basically YouTube fell apart at the seams and my YouTube channel lost a lot of its notoriety and popularity for various reasons, mostly false copyright strikes, but many other reasons as well. And my income dipped significantly, and it was during those years that I was trying to lean on Patreon a lot. I was trying to, urge people to contribute to your various means so I could stay a full-time YouTuber, okay? Well, as this was happening, all right, people would basically watch when I did videos and vlogs in my home and use these against me. So I'm not even kidding you, during an episode of DSP Tries It, okay, someone in the background of one of my videos noticed that I had a coffee maker.
Okay. I showed you, I believe, 5 separate videos of DSP spotlighting his own coffee maker. They were not in the background. He literally said, this is my coffee system, this is my coffee maker, this is my coffee brewer. Here's how I use the brewer to make cup noodles, guys. But yes, keep saying that they were in the background and they were hard to find.
Episode of DSP Tries It, okay? Someone in the background of one of my videos noticed that I had a coffee maker in the background.
They noticed it.
It was one of the automatic Keurig coffee makers. They took the picture of the coffee maker and went online to try to figure out the model of the coffee maker that it was. They found someone selling this coffee maker on Amazon, I'm not even kidding you, for like $400 or $500, and then proceeded to basically try to share that as factual information and say Phil has a $500 coffee maker in his kitchen, and he's trying to ask you guys for money. He's a scam artist, how dare you?
In actuality, he just admitted in the last video it was actually $300. But again, you don't have to acknowledge this at all.
Now, just think how insane this is, all right? Now, the truth of the matter is, and here's how silly this situation is, I had that coffee maker for years.
Impossible. 2 years is the maximum time.
Okay? That was a coffee maker that I had when I lived in Connecticut.
That is incorrect. That is a lie. Okay? This is the coffee maker he had in Connecticut, which is sitting in his closet. This is the coffee maker that he was using, which is in his kitchen. So this is another lie. Good job, though. You're doing great.
For years, okay? That was a coffee maker that I had when I lived in Connecticut.
You're doing great, brother.
And the reason that coffee maker was so expensive on Amazon was because it was outdated by like 3-4 years. But apparently
2 years is the maximum amount of time it could be outdated.
It was a model that a lot of people liked. So those who had kept it in stock basically could sell it at a really exorbitant price because you couldn't buy it in stores anymore. So what this idiot was seeing on Amazon was an insanely overinflated price for this coffee maker because it was an outdated model that people really liked and you couldn't buy anymore. It was out of manufacturing. So saying, oh, Phil has a $500 coffee maker, a completely ridiculous thing to say, because it's not the case at all. When I bought
it's $300 instead.
That coffee maker years ago, by the way, I bought that coffee maker during my height of the days of YouTube when I was making ridiculous money on YouTube, and I could afford to buy an expensive coffee maker if I wanted back then. But regardless of that fact, it was never $500. I think if I actually think way back, it might have been like maybe between $100 and $200 because I got it on sale.
Now he's gotten on sale. It's between $100 and $200.
And I wanted a nice coffee maker because I felt that having fresh coffee when I was doing my YouTube videos. This is back when around the time when I was just starting with direct capture and everything. So you're talking a time when I wanted to have like caffeine with me constantly when I was recording and stuff.
Doing great. This explanation's working out well.
See, it's just really ridiculous. CTE 900 just said, I just checked Amazon. My discontinued keyboard is worth over $350 now. What a great way to value items. But do you guys see the point I'm making?
No, I don't.
Is that this is what happened when I was sharing everything with
Okay, we don't need to hear that explanation again. But once again, this is the one he had in Connecticut. This is his new one. So he's using this one as an excuse why he didn't have an expensive one. This one, I do believe, was between $100 and $200. But not this one. So why are we bringing up this one so much?
wasting my time on this. The other hilarious thing about all of this are the people who are screaming at the top of their lungs, Phil, when you're waiting, why don't you do an IRL stream? Well, I'll tell you why. I'll tell you exactly why. For the same reason that I haven't done a fucking house tour vlog. I haven't shown you anything, anything
Never
to
ending.
do with my personal life for years. Because people, when I do that shit, turn it into negative stuff.
Never
I've
ending.
only explained this about a million times, but every time something like this happens, idiots speak up again and complain that I should be doing IRL stuff. I'm not going to do it. I'm not doing it. All right? Every single time that I show you guys something from my house or whatever, it gets turned into something crazy conspiracy theory, something negative. Remember the coffee maker incident?
See,
Or
incident?
Remember the time?
Now it's the coffee maker incident.
Remember the coffee maker incident?
Whoa.
Or remember the time when there was a piece of mail on my countertop and someone actually took the information
You've
off
already said these two
the
examples.
piece of mail in the video and called the fucking company and tried to get my power turned off? I'm not exaggerating. This shit happened.
Oh my God.
Okay? So I'm done. Those days are over.
There you go. The coffee maker incident.
$5 tip.
2019.
Boss Hog cheered again and says, your biggest problem with doing house tours is people wondering how much you spent on something. That was part of it. Like, no lie. How insane is this? I'm walking through my house. Oh, here's our kitchen or whatever. Oh my God. Look at that coffee maker. That looks expensive. Then someone would look on Amazon. That coffee maker sells for $500 on Amazon, man. The truth of the matter is the coffee maker's 5 years old. I bought it when it was new years ago, and it sold for like $150 or something like that. That's a coffee maker I had since I was back in Connecticut, okay?
That's not true.
The reason that coffee maker's $500 on fucking Amazon is because it's outdated, out of print. You can't buy it anymore, and people liked that model, so like there's a few left, and people are selling them for exorbitant prices. But this is what people would do, and then they would post it. Phil says that he's in financial straits, but he has a $500 coffee maker in his house. So you're like, what the fuck is going on with these weirdos? You know, and so insanity, the stuff that they do.
It really seemed to hurt him, though, didn't it?
Absolute stupidity.
Out of print. Yeah, that coffee maker was out of print, guys.
And stuff. You could see it hanging on the walls. And
2020.
I used to do condo tours where I would show you guys the art and everything, and you guys really liked it. All right. So here's the thing. Back then, two things were key differences from today. First of all, back then, all right, it was a different time. I could actually do a condo tour, and people didn't dissect every little piece of the video to say, oh, look, this is bad about Phil, and this is bad about Phil, and look, here's a piece of information we can use to harass Phil. I hate to say it was a different era where people were mostly positive about me and my content on the internet and basically weren't trying to ruin my life at every turn. So I could actually vlog my house and not worry about, oh, God, they're going to see a piece of paper on it that references my electric company, and they're going to call my company impersonating me and try to turn my electricity off. Or, oh, look, they're going to see a coffee maker on my countertop and go to Amazon and say that coffee maker is a $500 coffee maker and try to spin it that look how much money I spend on frivolous shit. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, definitely.
it was a different time where people
This is the first I'm hearing of this, so that's a new story for me.
It's a good piss. Cheers. And what are your thoughts on Keurig Gate? Keurig Gate? I don't know what Keurig Gate is unless you're saying. This morning I purposely took a picture of my single serve coffee maker that I've had for many years,
On Instagram?
and I put it up and I said, "Here, I'm having a cup of coffee to enjoy before today's stream of Yakuza." In my $7,000 coffee maker, as the detractors would say.
Let me find that.
And I don't know if there was any response to that or not, because I didn't pay any attention to it.
Oh, yeah, definitely. He doesn't pay attention to what people say on Twitter about him. This is 2020, December 7th. No, I can't find it. All right, anyways, 3 more, and then we'll get to the handcart.
All right, a few shout-outs here.
Enemy appears KIA.
So someone commented with a screen grab from an old video. The machines aren't the same. That's right. My old Keurig is super duper old. That's the one I had back in Connecticut a million years ago. Okay, and that one I got rid of about 3.5 to 4 years ago. And then I got a single cup server, which is the cheapest one that was available. I got it on sale, probably at like Kohl's or something, for under $100. And
Okay, he's absolutely lying now.
I've been using that one for almost 4 years.
Yep. So that's a lie.
3.5 to 4 years.
Okay, say the timeline one more time, sir. I want to really debunk clearly here.
Okay, and that one.
Go ahead.
Screen grab from an old video. The machine. Shout-outs here.
Enemy appears KIA.
So someone commented with a screen grab from an old video. The machines aren't the same. That's right. My old Keurig is super duper old. That's the one.
That is this one here he's trying to tell you about, okay? So this is step 1. The first Keurig that was in Connecticut, okay? Go ahead.
One I had back in Connecticut a million years ago.
Yeah, that's true.
And that one I got rid of about 3.5 to 4 years ago. And then I got a single cup server, which is the cheapest one that was available. I got.
That's not true. Then he also got this one here, which was definitely $250.
On sale, probably at like Kohl's or something, for under $100, and I've been using that one for almost 4 years. That's my coffee machine now. So the old coffee machine that I bought like 10 years ago, that I bought for maybe back then $200, back when I was at the height of my YouTube career, or the inexpensive coffee maker that I have now. All those $7,000 coffee makers that the detractors like to talk about, right?
You're forgetting one, sir. You forgot about this one, which you showed in many, many videos? Oh, no.
Noonstar Ruchu says, fun fact, coffee is actually not a bean. Hold on a second, because I'm going to look at these in a second.
Who gives a shit? It's a berry.
They call it the machete. Big Old Bean says, that sucks. Trolls ruin everything. I like those posts. Maya the Bee says, yeah, people need to hear about your $1,000 coffee maker. Exactly. Can you imagine? Seriously, can you imagine? Now think about it. I haven't really shared many or any pictures of my house or videos of my house in like 3-4 years, right? Seriously, since my wife moved in, it's been that long. Can you imagine if someone saw something in my house, something new? Oh, you see that? Oh my God, oh. That's what it would be. No exaggeration. These fucking people are weirdos with the shit they say and do. Side. Call up with John Rambo at any point. What are you talking about?
John Rambo. Okay, moving on. 2022 anyway, now.
Let's continue. Sarah has done a super chat and says, would you consider doing workout or fitness streams? No. Absolutely not. It's not what I'm about. It's not what I'm doing, and I don't want to share that. Even if I did do full workouts and stuff, I wouldn't want to share that.
Why not?
With the internet, just to be micro-analyzed and being told that I'm doing it wrong and being told that what I'm doing is unhealthy and that this and that and blah, 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 and I don't care. Really, like seriously, that's why I stopped sharing personal stuff like that.
Why not?
From behind the scenes with the internet, because people turn it into shit that it's not supposed to be.
Like what?
Oh, look, I'm just going to do a quick vlog of my house. Oh my God, did you see that coffee maker Phil has in his fucking kitchen? That's a $700 coffee maker, dude. That
keeps getting more expensive.
Where all this money goes. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? And that's how fucked up people are. They're out of their fucking minds.
Exactly.
So I don't do that shit anymore.
Well, if you just would stop lying about it, that'd be something. Okay, go ahead.
Or I was going to sit in front of a desk in my garage with a green screen. And I was going to do gaming news every day. All right, those were the ideas I had.
I told you, this coffee maker really gets to him.
After I moved here.
This is the last one.
For some odd reason, a lot of the attitude about me on the internet changed. A lot of toxic people came out of the woodwork to make my life a living hell. And essentially, every time that I put out a video in my house, it was about, let's micro-analyze everything in the video to make toxic shit about Phil. I had people literally saying things like, oh, Phil streams and every day he asks for contributions on his streams, but he has a $300 coffee maker. Actually, they lied. They actually said it was like a $500 coffee maker in my kitchen.
So 300... Like so, sir. So 300 wasn't a lie then. He just said it. So 300 wasn't a lie. Interesting. So 300 wasn't a lie. 500 was a lie. Okay. Just want to be clear.
Contributions on his streams, but he has a $300 coffee maker. Actually, they lied. They actually said it was like a $500 coffee maker in my kitchen. They actually said things like that.
Okay.
Like, what? So it came to a point where it was like, I liked sharing everything about my life with everyone on the internet.
You got it.
And now I completely regret it. I do.
I can't find that Twitter post about the coffee maker somehow, unless it was just on Instagram. But anyways, there you go. That is a true Detractor meme that DSP created himself because Detractors made fun of how much he spent on a coffee maker, and then he turns it into pity begging countless times, as you just heard. How many times did he use that to say, oh, detractors are so horrible to me. They talk about my coffee maker. Whee! Now it is time. The moment you've been waiting for. Handcart lore. Last one of the day will be the handcart, okay? Now, this one. Okay, wait. Hey, it Zip says, you kind of felt it here. He bought the K75 Platinum, and a CNET review from it was released, says the MSRP is 180. All right, well, then why would he lie and say it's 300 was okay? Even so, it doesn't matter. DSP lied about how many coffee make... To hide the fact that detractors made fun of it, DSP lied about the story multiple times, as is very clear if you watch this video today. It went from 3 coffee makers down to 2. It went from 500 to 700 to 800 to 300. Oh, well, actually, they did lie. It's 300. But anyways, he just lied a lot about this, and that is going to continue as we get to the handcart lore. Pat Noticer says, the spending really isn't the problem, it's the lying. The spending is just pathetic. Definitely. If he just said, yeah, I bought a nice coffee maker from our new house, no one's going to care. Or just don't even mention it. That's another option that he doesn't say. One option you can do is just ignore it and don't say anything. Then you get to have a coffee maker, and you can still do your little vlogs if you want. But he didn't want to do vlogs because he got too lazy. That's the real reason. Grug says, and I want to make sure we get this on, I want to explain this right now. To be fair, I think it's actually a dolly. A handcart is a bit different. Grug, you are correct. However, if you describe something as one thing, and someone asks, do you have that same thing? Using the verbiage that you described it as, isn't it a lie to say, I don't have that thing? Right? So, for example, if I have a pencil, okay, and I'm going to call my pencil a cup. If I say, guys, I have a cup, I bought a cup, I'm going to use this cup to do a lot of things. I love having my cup, and I have a cup, and I do many videos about my cup. And then someone asks me, do you have a cup? No, I don't have a cup, dumb fucks. I don't have a cup. What are you talking about? I don't have a cup. Cup. What are you talking about, cup? That's the case here. So you are correct. He is correct in saying he doesn't have a handcart. But what is incorrect is that he said handcart 3 times, Dennis. About 50 times he called it a handcart. That's the thing. That's the thing. So it's still lying. Velvet says, welcome to the internet. Trolls are the consequence of the life you've chosen for yourself, Philly boy. Your existence is nectar to the detractor gods. It is fun to follow the lies. Pigpen Lord of Dirt says, 3 years from now, we're going to hear Phil talk about how detractors lied about the $2,500 he spent on upgrades. The mic and desk will have been donated. That is correct. I can't wait to hear. Yeah, detractors will say I spent $3,000 on my upgrades. It was more like $1,000, okay? And I was making big bank from Asmongold stuff, guys. Big bank. All right, we got to get to it. I want to get to the wing stream as soon as possible. Here we go. It is time for the handcart lore. We're going to go way back for this one, boys. 2014. Start.
Literally towers of boxes. These are all of my figurines, my models that I've collected over the years.
This stuff is okay, though, by the way. A $300 coffee maker, that's not okay.
These are all of my figurines, my models that I've collected over the years. Look at this. There's a moving cart right there.
So that is a moving cart. I want to be very clear. This is not the handcart in question, okay? This handcart is not the one that would make its way to Washington. This did not make it to Washington. He calls it a handcart, though. I want to be very clear. He calls this a handcart.
That I've collected over the years. Look at this. There's a moving cart right there, which I'm going to use.
Excuse me, moving cart in this case. Okay, now we're going to go to 2018.
Not in particular. Okay. I should bring this up, folks.
Please,
Tomorrow,
please.
My first gameplay stream may be delayed. It might not be. And I'm going to do every effort I possibly can to be on time. But the only reason I say it may be delayed is because my girlfriend's stuff, actually, that she shipped here, is arriving at the local FedEx store.
Okay, just so you know who that is.
Sounds good.
That's her.
It actually arrives today. And so, obviously, I can't pick it up today. I'm already going to be streaming and everything. And by the time that I finish, the FedEx store's closed. They close at like 6. So, I'm going to go tomorrow morning. And it's like 2 ginormous boxes that I need to pick up. And luckily, I just bought a new handcart to help me with this, to get into my car and everything. Pick up. And luckily, I just bought a new handcart to help me with this, to get into my car and everything. What is it? Well, it's all her stuff. You know, her computer, monitor, game consoles, all her belongings. You know, that she shipped across the country here. I have to pick up and get here. Now you might say, well, why didn't you just ship it directly to your house? Because guess what?
What?
To ship it just to like from FedEx to FedEx instead of directly to a house, no lie, it was like $50 cheaper.
So then this genius buys a $50 handcart. No, I mean, maybe they're 20, but still, right? So it's $50 cheaper to ship it to FedEx, but then we have to buy a handcart to get it into the car. They could have just shipped it to your house for 50.
And I was like, well, I mean, save the $50. I'll just go pick the shit up rather than
Save the $50. Let me go to Amazon handcart. Okay, that's about $50. Yeah, that'll work. That'll work.
spend all this extra money when, you know, the place is only like 15 minutes away, so it's not that big of a deal.
Yeah,
I was like, I'll just go pick it up.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
You know,
I thought
it's
it
not
like
that
20.
bad.
Still.
You know, I'll get it, and, you know. So I'm gonna go in the morning, but you know, there's gonna be a few factors that factor in here. Number one, traffic, and I have no idea because I've never driven in this direction in the morning, so I have no clue if there's traffic that way or not. I mean, you know, who knows? I'll see. We shall see. People are saying, but Phil, you're back. Did you guys not listen to what I just said? I bought a handcart.
Idiots. How come are you guys not listening?
People are saying, but Phil, you're back. Did you guys not listen to what I just said?
Say it again.
I bought a handcart.
Oh,
I bought a foldable handcart.
foldable handcart. Ooh, cool. Foldable.
That allows you, it's actually cool. It has two settings.
Oh, cool.
Number one, it's just a normal
It has two settings. Oh my God, it has multiple features. It's like a DualShock handcart.
handcart that you push stuff around with.
What does it do?
But another one is it turns into actually like a flatbed cart. Like, you know, like when you go to any warehouse, you know how they have those flat carts you stack boxes on, you just pull it around easily?
Yeah.
Like, that's what this cart is.
Yeah, I often go to warehouses, so yeah, I understand this reference.
So literally the only time I have to lift anything is just placing them on the cart and taking them off the cart. The cart I'm going to be
Off the what?
lift anything is just placing them on the cart
Uh-huh.
and taking them off the cart. The cart I'm
Okay.
gonna be pulling everywhere. So it's not like I have to be tons of deadlifting or whatever.
I'll be pulling that puppy everywhere. It is a folding telescopic handcart. Yeah, I like that. Okay, so it folds. You could do all kinds of stuff with this awesome handcart we've purchased. He said the word handcart 4 times in this video alone. Moving on. Here we go. Now, this one is much different than... Oh, I have to play this first. We don't have time to play the whole Shanabrand video, but this was featured in that video, and I have that section.
I bought a handcart. I bought a foldable handcart. It's actually cool. It has two settings. Number one, it's just a normal handcart that you push stuff around with. But another one is it turns into actually like a flatbed cart.
Yo, that's fire.
Like, you know, like when you go to any warehouse, you know how they have those flat carts you stack boxes on, you just pull it around easily? That's what this cart is.
Yeah.
So literally the only time I have to lift anything is just placing them on the cart and taking them off the cart. The cart I'm going to be pulling everywhere. So it's not like I have to be tons of deadlifting or whatever. So it shouldn't be too big of a deal. Don't worry. Trust me, I'm not going to put my back at risk. If worst comes to worst, I'll just get the shit in the garage. Just bring it together. That way I don't hurt my back. But we'll see. We'll see how
Your back right now. It's a bummer.
When you say to me handcart, I'm thinking something that you put a whole bunch of packages and stuff in and you're pushing it back and forth and it, like, you know what I mean, like a shopping cart? I don't have that.
So what you're saying is it's not like a regular hand cart.
I have a trolley or dot, whatever you call it. You kick it up on there and you like pull it back to give it leverage so you get like upstairs and stuff. That's what I have.
I love that for you.
Thank you.
Doesn't make any fucking sense. I have whatever you call that device is what I have. It's not called a handcart. Again, a handcart is something that I think about. You put a whole bunch of stuff on it and you walk it like back and forth, like a almost like a shopping cart or something like that.
Yeah, the thing you described that you bought and how you were intending to use it, the thing you called a handcart 4 times, that thing.
Listen, I just love you. You're great. Great job.
Again, it's literally a fucking worthless piece of trivial knowledge that has nothing to do with anything. I didn't lie about it. You want to say I lied about it, so you have content for detractors to obsess over because you're a fucking autistic weirdo. All right?
I mean, you're right.
Just stop. Stop being so fucking obsessive over nonsense. Nobody gives a shit in the real world about any of this. It's so just pointless. Shut the fuck up.
Oh, no!
I'm not taking your shit.
Oh, no.
Shut the fuck up and eat it. Eat it.
Oh, my
Give me
God.
your mailing address. I want to mail you a spoon so you can eat shit out of my fucking ass.
No!
I'm tired of people saying that because I am who I am, I can't say a factual observation. It's a fucking fact that the characters in that game are going through what I have factually gone.
All right, we got to move on. We got to move on. Here's the video, though. The handcart seems to be done, but there you go. That was just a little comedic relief. We got to move. We got to get to the wing stream, too. Okay, next up. This one turns into a detractor meme at lightning speed, okay? We're in 2021 right now.
Yeah, I'm a jack-off. I don't know what that meme is. He says, I don't know why people laugh at Phil using a handcart if it was necessary after breaking his back. I don't remember using a handcart. I don't remember even talking about that.
Well, you did, and I just played it.
At all. Seriously, maybe if it was a one-off mention, I never used a handcart.
Now, he already lied in 2021 saying he never used a handcart. 2 years ago, he talked about the handcart he bought. He talked about it was a transformer. He talked about you could use it in 2 different ways. It's like what you see at a warehouse. Now he's already retconning it because people are making fun of him for using a handcart to carry stuff.
At all. Seriously, maybe if it was a one-off mention, I never used a handcart. What I did use, which a lot of people did make fun of me of because they were scumbags, when my back injury was at its worst, I had a teak stool that I put into my shower so that while I was showering every few minutes, I could sit down and relax my back before I got up again, or I could even wash my body partially sitting down. Because that's how bad my back was about 10 years ago.
We already covered the stool earlier. If you want to hear that, just rewind it. I'll put timestamps.
Like, I was in excruciating pain and shooting pain and also numbness a lot of the times. So that's what I had to do. It was that bad. But I never used a handcart back in the day, so I don't know what the hell people are talking about.
I never used a handcart.
So Stoned Furious did a $4.99 super chat and says, sending chill vibes. After my back injury, I was able to find a modestly priced handcart to scoop my groceries into the house. Thanks for the help. A modestly priced handcart to scoop my groceries into the house. Thanks for the help. Okay. Sounds good, Stone Furious. I don't know what that has to do with me. I guess it's some kind of a meme where people are saying something about a handcart.
That you said
like
you
I said,
used?
I seriously don't remember this. If I ever brought this up, it was false. I never had, to my knowledge, I never had any kind of a handcart that I used to bring stuff into my house when I lived in Connecticut. What I did
I never had any kind of a handcart.
Kind of sad. At one point when my back was at its absolute worst, I bought a teak stool.
Irrelevant.
That I would sit on in the shower when I showered.
Irrelevant.
Because my back was so bad. Seriously, just standing in the shower for like 10-15 minutes, I would have shooting pain.
Irrelevant. We already covered the stool part. We're talking about the handcart that you said you bought. Moving on. 2021 again.
Okay. So thank you for that very much.
His audio's all over the place.
All right. Phil's abandoned handcart did a super chat saying, Father, why have you forsaken me? The closet is dusty and I'm scared. Again, I don't even...
Phil's abandoned handcart. This is 2021, by the way. Phil's abandoned handcart says, Phil, why have you forsaken me?
Phil's abandoned handcart did a super chat saying, Father, why have you forsaken me? The closet is dusty and I'm scared. Again, I don't even know. This, I guess, is some kind of a meme amongst dumb people. There's actually a meme where people think that at some point I had some kind of a handcart.
Yeah.
And I used to roll it around and shit. I never had a handcart to bring stuff back and forth anywhere.
That was weird. Hear that?
I never had a handcart to bring stuff back and forth
You heard that, right? He got a little confused on his lies real quick. The wires were touching in there.
To roll it around and shit. I never had a handcart to bring stuff back and forth anywhere. The only cart that I actually have is something to move around heavy boxes like up and down stairs.
Yeah.
When I was first moving in here, I bought that to get shit upstairs, and then actually when Kat moved in, and her stuff was being moved in like her PC and stuff, I used that to get a lot of stuff upstairs. That's it. I've never had a cart to move stuff around.
Except the one you bought a handcart for that exact situation. You said it yourself.
I don't know where people are finding this.
We're finding it from your own videos. It was in the pre-stream of 2019.
They're thinking this is true. It's just not. It's dumb. I don't even know what they're talking about. It's some dumb meme, I guess, amongst idiots.
Again, this is why lying isn't a good idea, guys, because you get stuck. And now he can never go back on it because he's dug so deep in now that he can't say it's a fucking handcart, even though he called it that himself when he chose to talk about it on his own streams.
In games like that, that's one of the particular reasons why I don't like King of Fighters 15. Shout out to Stone Furious, who just did a super chat. Says, I absolutely love your Skyrim stream. Suggestion, with the reoccurrence of back pain, maybe use a handcart as often as possible. Where does this meme come from, this handcart? I need to know this. I want an answer. Tonight, since Stone Furious, you're going with this meme.
Yeah.
That people have brought up over and over about a handcart. I'd love to hear about this, okay? Where does this handcart meme come from? When did I mention it? Did I once in the past talk about having a handcart?
Yes, you did.
Now you guys bring it up out of nowhere? Because I'm completely lost. I really am. I don't have a handcart.
You throw it away?
The only actual thing that I have is a, what do you call it?
What do you call it?
I'm trying to think what the name of it would be. You know how if you have a heavy object, like a big heavy box, you put it on the thing on wheels that has a little platform, and you put it and you lift it back like this.
Yeah.
You could like lift it upstairs backwards. You go ba-doom, ba-doom.
Well, you called it a handcart, so let's go with that.
But I can't remember what it's called. It's not handcart.
Okay.
There's an actual specific word for that. Okay.
So apparently why this got to him so much, I didn't know this, but apparently the meme was that he used his handcart to carry in groceries, and that's like some people were saying on Twitter and the forums a lot about that. And that's why it really hurting him because, you know, they're treating him like he's an elderly person. And that's why it got to him so much, is because people were just making fun of it. Not true at all. They just, you know, trolls being trolls, saying funny stuff. That's why it got to him so much and why he wants to separate himself from someone that needs a handcart. Even though that wasn't like the essence of what he was saying, you know what I mean? You could just ignore this, right? But anyways.
There's an actual specific word for that, okay?
Yeah, exactly. It's like he's equating handcart to wheelchair. That's why he hates this so much.
A hand trolley, that's what it's called. Yes, that's
trolley.
What I do have. I have a hand trolley, just to get stuff up and downstairs that's heavy, so that way you don't hurt your back doing it. Outside of that, I really have never owned a handcart.
Okay.
I have absolutely no clue what you guys are talking about.
Okay.
Now, Haseo says, are they confusing a handcart with a shower seat? I don't know how that could be.
You see how Pignosis works, by the way? So this Dent thinks, because remember I showed you the 2 clips of DSP bringing up the shower stool right after people bring up the handcart? That's how Pignosis works. So this person hears the handcart. He's like, oh, he's talking about the shower stool. And then he brings up the shower stool. Isn't that wild? Isn't that wild?
A handcart. I have absolutely no clue what you guys are talking
That's
about.
Pignosis.
Now, Haseo says, are they confusing a handcart with a shower seat? I don't know how that could be. How do you confuse a handcart with a shower seat? Now, many years ago, I did have a shower seat. It was made out of teak wood. This is when my back was very, very bad, to the point where sometimes, yes, even standing up in the shower for like 15 minutes, I'd start getting shooting pain and numbness in my legs, and I had this seat in the shower to sit down, so I didn't have it. I have not had that since 2016, 2017. I threw it out because it got disgusting with soap scum and stuff. You tried to clean it after a few years, you just can't. Ooh. And I never went and bought another one because my back had gotten to the point where I didn't need it anymore.
All right.
My back had actually gotten better.
No more shower stool. There you go. That mystery is solved.
So I didn't need it ever again, and I never used it ever again. I threw it out, and I don't have a replacement. So I really have absolutely no clue where this handcart thing comes from. Well,
it comes from when you said you bought a handcart.
Are they confusing a handcart with a
Oh, yeah, that's...
Did I use a handcart to move Cat's furniture from a FedEx store? There's a clip of you saying that from 2018. Maybe that's where it comes from. It was the what is it? The dolly? Someone just said what it was called. A trolley or a dolly? Was it a trolley? That's a handcart or hand trolley. That's what I have. It's not a handcart to roll stuff around. I think people got this impression that it's like.
Well, you called it a handcart, so people are using the words you use.
Fucking little thing that I rolled groceries around in or something. No, absolutely not. No, that's what I use. The little hand trolley or dolly or whatever the fuck it's called. Maybe that's what people are referencing. I have no idea.
You called it handcart, so that's what people are using it in referencing?
A handcart attached to my life. But what it is these people, they sit in their own little circles and they make up these memes and then they repeat them to each other in a circle and they have this weird recognition. Oh, I know, I understand that meme. I got that meme.
It's just because you keep lying. That's what makes it fun.
Because of that, it becomes like a thing.
Yeah.
That to them has some really bizarre importance.
It's fun.
When in reality, there is no importance to it at all. I don't understand that weirdness of the internet. So, oh god, they comboed into each other.
Don't care. If you just stopped lying, it wouldn't be so fun.
Now, obviously, a lot of people wouldn't have the means or the space to have a ginormous cabinet in their homes. So maybe that's really the appeal. You can have kind of the semblance of what it was like to be in an arcade, but not really the true experience. Those arcade cabinets were fucking heavy. I was moving them around on, what do you call it, handcarts?
You were using a handcart?
I was moving them around on, what do you call it, handcarts?
So you use handcarts for that. Okay. Well, that's the tool that you used. You seem to think in your mind is a handcart. Okay. Well, that makes sense. Go ahead.
And says, Phil, happy birthday. I'm recovering from L4, L5 surgery. This is perfect. You mentioned a handcart previously that might help. What in the holy hell are you talking about? This is a dumb meme that idiots have said back in the past about some handcart. I don't know what you're talking about. I haven't used a handcart. Last time I probably used one was over 10 years ago in Connecticut. So I don't know what you're talking about. I guess it's some kind of a dumb meme. Okay.
Yep. Well, the one you said you used. Go ahead.
Do I think I could take RTU, take him somewhere physically? No. Okay. I would never be able to. He's way too large. I probably would need like special tools or like a handcart or something?
Yeah, handcart. Yeah. You know how to use those very well. Remember you used one back when Kat moved in?
I don't know. So far, it's nice. And by the way, I will say that the old one was heavy as shit.
Yeah.
All right? Even though it was supposed to be portable, it was always heavy as shit.
What did you use?
I remember getting into this office was a pain in the ass.
What did you use?
It was so heavy trying to get it up the stairs and everything. And yesterday, getting it downstairs, wow. I have a handcart.
Whoa, now wait a minute. Now wait one goddamn minute. I'm getting confused here. I don't know if I can't keep up. Hold on, what? What? Huh? This is in 5 months ago now. What? Oh my God, this is getting weird. This is getting really weird.
As shit. I remember getting into this office was a pain in the ass.
Go ahead.
It was so heavy trying to get it up the stairs and everything.
Yeah.
And yesterday getting it downstairs, wow. I have a handcart and a whole bunch of bungee cables.
Okay.
Thankfully, because if I didn't, that thing would have never gotten downstairs.
Well, thank God you have them. Shout outs to the Zemba, by the way, who time-stamped the handcart, the Zemba. I don't know if you hear, but that is a very funny thing to do, and I appreciate you.
It weighs a ton. So here I am, with the handcart and bungee cables trying to get it down the stairs slowly without it losing control and careening down our staircase, which is a very long staircase.
Okay, well, thank God you had that handcart, right?
I got it down. So, by the way, I found out what actually broke in it.
Okay, that's fine. That doesn't matter. And then the last one, my friends.
I never had a handcart that I used
Now, wait a minute.
to wheel in groceries. You're completely mistaken.
Okay.
Probably the Detractor meme that they made up over the years and you foolishly believed because you are very gullible.
Okay.
I don't have a handcart to do that.
You don't have a handcart? Did you throw one away in the last 5 months? Because 5 months ago from this video, he said he used a handcart. I'm getting super confused. Does he keep buying them and throwing them away? I don't even know. Well, an interesting thing about this is, hold on one more time. Let's get him to finish this. Yeah.
What made me want to move to Washington?
Okay. Well, I'm not going to show the stream where he gets pissed again about this because we do have to get to the wing stuff. But I do want to show you what led to this being a thing and this whole stream happening was DSP showing his screen and telling Sir Duncan the following. This was literally less than a week ago, and I'll read the full sentence for you here. He says, "Thanks for the heads up on the stupid anvil. I'll have to use my hand cart to get that into the garage." That is what he said himself in private. He decided to call it a handcart. So once again, guys, I know he probably means something else. However, if you call something one thing and people say, do you have that one thing using the same words that you used, you are lying if you say I never had it. And it's even worse when you go back and forth between having it and not having it, not having it, and even getting pissed and calling it a detractor meme for people to bring it up. Because that's just lying. And it's really bad to lie, especially when you have everything you've ever said basically on the internet. And it's going to continue because DSP gets baited by it so easily. We will finish before I redirect you to the recap and pre-stream restream. We will finish with a Wolverine doll song, which is perfect for today. Big Ups Christian who says he's so hesitant to admit to owning a cart because he knows the memes he knows the memes to drag all of cat's food inside after weekly shopping. Exactly, that's the meme about it. People made that meme a lot about you need a handcart to bring in all the food. He's too weak for the groceries. He needs the handcart. That's why he's pissed about it. It's a Me Him says, at first I thought the handcart meme was a reference to the stolen grocery store shopping cart story, but they are in fact two distinct cart memes. You are correct. These are two different things. Very different times. I'm not ending early, Eagle Eric. We're going to redirect you to the next stream. My separate stream, yeah. I want to keep the lore stream separate so they're easily searchable for future historians. The Dare Bear says, not to derail, but what is this welcome home thing I heard about with DSP? Well, the Dare Bear, the day after it was interviewed by Asmongold, DSP started his stream with his increased viewership with a certain welcome home. And it was extremely cringe. And that's why I think it should be called the welcome home arc. But I'm open to other ideas as well. NW News says, this is how you don't lie. Yeah. Jericho says, great show, Unc. Big ups, chat. Big ups, Jericho. And Mr. Extravagant says, I know you're already way too busy, but please bring back more of these lore-style streams again. They are the best. Big ups. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. We gotta finish Dark Souls. I think that's 1 or 2 more shows, and then we'll be back to these. And probably on Saturday nights, actually. But anyways, Jericho wants to finish with this, too. Let's go, Jericho. Big ups. Let's go. 2 in a row? Cucked. Absolute cuckage. Big up, sir. Here we go. The final song. As soon as this song ends, I will redirect you to the pre-stream restream, and we'll go through the wing stream before we get to that restream. Pre-stream, restream. Talked a lot already today. This is the song entitled Phil's Handcart. You're all legends. I'll see you on the other side, my friends. Bye.
So there's this thing that Phil has. I know there's a word for it. It's got this metal tab that goes under. Why, it's Phil's Handcart! Somebody gave DSP an anvil as a thoughtful gift.
Thanks, buddy, that was thoughtful.
There's just a little problem, it's too heavy for our boy to lift.
It's bigger than his shake weight.
And Duncan's gonna fret, Phil can't get it off his step. Oh, but Duncan, please don't sob, this is just another job for Phil's handcart.
Go.
Phil's handcart, get that anvil in his garage.
Phil's handcart, go. Phil's handcart.
Go Phil's handcart, weave around the stacked garbage.
Wow, that is a lot of DoorDash. cash.
Transport, and he will snort your Phil's hand
Go,
card.
go, 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 go.
That Philip's gonna need some help with his groceries. If he didn't have a hand cart, he'd probably break his back and his knees. By hour number 4, he will waddle to his door with his groceries in tow. It's a feat that he will owe to his hand cart.
Go, 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 go.
Phil's hand cart, bring his frozen pizzas in.
So closer, I don't bite.
Go Phil's hand cart, there's room for them below the gym.
Unless you're into that.
He's kinda weak, he'll make you squeak. Your Phil's hand cart.
Go, go, go,
You
go,
guys
go, 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 go.
explain to me
Cope Solo!
about this hand cart meme. People have said over the last 5 to 10 years they talk about a hand cart. I have no idea what you're talking about. When did I ever say that there was a hand? What are you talking about?
Go Phil's hand cart, because if you succeed in
Phil's hand
this,
cart, go, Phil's hand
there's
cart.
an off chance that you can get Philip to admit you
Phil's
exist.
hand cart, go, Phil's hand cart.
Supreme, the dragon's cream on Phil's hand cart. Hand cart. Hand cart.
Hell yeah!
Is it called a dolly? Some people are saying it's called a dolly. Oh, okay.
Big ups to Wolverine Doll for that one. What a fucking king. I'll see you on the other side, my friends. You'll be redirected right now. Thanks for hanging out. Fun doesn't